Hello. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV for this watch-along show. Can you believe it? Yes, it isn't just me here today. Don't worry. It is also Mr. Tom, Leicester Fan TV. Tom, let me know, by the way, guys, in the chat. Yeah, I know there's 120 of you already. Let me. It would help if I stayed here, right? Yeah. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me all right. Are you excited for the game? Are you excited for the Fulham match? Second game of the Premier League season following the 1-1 draw at home against Tottenham Hotspur. What a shock that was to me, and obviously I know many others as well. But yeah, let me know in the chat if you can hear me, please. Get your comments in, give us your score predictions for the match. We will be joined by Tom very shortly, of course, who will be doing the main stuff on the watch along, of course. So yeah, there's some comments here from earlier. Hey guys, good afternoon. Are we looking forward to the game today? Yeah, I am, that's for sure. Bryony says, so do I. Because Kunal said, hopefully Cooper sets up the team as we played in the second half against Spurs. Absolutely. Is this full game or just commentary? Yeah, we're not showing the game because that would get us taken off YouTube, which isn't very good. This is a watch along. So if you've never watched a watch along before, it's basically when two idiots sit on camera and react to the game in front of us. You can't see it on screen, of course. Again, because it's against the law, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll both be watching the game, and you can watch us react, I suppose. Again, as I said, keep getting your comments in. Let us know what you think of the game. Who are your ones to watch? What you think the score prediction will be? All of that good stuff. I'm going to put on screen now the team news, of course. That's an important thing to look at. So here is the team news. In goal, Mads Hermansen. A back four. This is unchanged, by the way, from Tottenham. A back four of James Justin, Wout Faes, Yannick Vestergaard, Victor Christiansen, and then you've got Winks and Ndidi, the two holding midfielders. Buonanotte as the number 10, Fatawu and Decordova Reid on the wings, and Jamie Vardy up front. As I said, it is unchanged, but the biggest bit of news, I suppose, is Oliver Skipp and Jordan Ayew are both on the bench for this one. So there we go. What do you think of that? What do you think to that news? What do you think to that news? Leicester has left a comment. Getting nervous now. Disappointed Mavadidi's not started and a little confused. Let's hope for a win. Well, my take on the whole Mavididi situation is like Ricardo Pereira's situation. I think it's tactical. I think it's just purely tactical. I think James Justin he's more suited in the right centre-back position than Ricardo Pereira is. And that is the position that he will take up at times if Victor Christiansen gets high at the pitch. So I was talking to Sports, a YouTube, great YouTube channel for Leicester fans, so check him out as well. I was speaking to him this morning and we were saying that if you think of the formation that we ended up in last season under Enzo Maresca, the 3-2-4-1 in possession, obviously with the three centre-backs, the two centre midfielders, then the two attacking midfielders with the wingers, and then the Vardy, the striker, number 9. We end up in that same formation now, but we just how we get there is different. So rather than the right back inverting into midfield like Ricardo did last season, you've got Victor Christiansen getting up the pitch and forming that front four with then Vardy ahead to make the one. So it's interesting. We're playing in the same formation when we're in possession eventually, but yeah, it's just how we get there is a bit different. Good afternoon, Locks. Hope you're well, buddy. I agreed with you earlier when you said Leicester City have made smart transfers. That was on Josh Sportser, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah. I think the Ipswich signings for me are more exciting, but I think our signings come the end of the season, we might look back and think they were actually quite smart. You know, we've brought in experience and age in terms of Jordan Ayew and Bobby Decordova-Reid. And we're adding to the squad now with youth. When you look at the permanent signing of Abdul Fatawu, Caleb Okoli, 23, Oliver Skip, 23. Oliver Skip for me is in the middle though. He's experienced. He's played over 200 games in the Premier League, so he's in the middle. He's young and experienced. And now we're looking at a number 10, another number 10. Obviously, we brought in Buonanotte on loan. He looked in that first game, man, he looked so good. But we're now bringing in a number 10, if rumours are to be believed, Bilal El Kanous from Genk. Number 10, very exciting young player for sure. Yeah, he's going to be a talent, hopefully. And that's if we get the deal over the line. Apparently, they want 15 to 20 million quid. So let's see if that happens. And then in terms of the striker, who knows what will happen? None of us know. None of us know what will happen. I'm hoping everything's good on the technical side. Tom as well will be joining us very, very, very shortly. When was the last time, guys? Some of you in the chat don't even remember the OG days of Leicester Fan TV and Watchalongs. Put a comment in the chat if you remember the OG days of Leicester Fan TV Watchalongs. Please let me know. Back in the COVID times, when every game was on TV, it was very easy to do Watchalongs because it was just on Sky or BT. You could just watch it. But yeah, that's what they are, rumours until the holder shit. Yeah, Nick, I get it, mate. But Ayew was a rumour. Skip was a rumour. Yeah, I get Zaha also was and Klozek. But, you know, not every rumour is just a rumour. So we'll see. Now, Nick remembers the good old days. Losing my hair, yes, I did shave my hair off. I think we did a charity stream for... We did a charity stream for Memphis, and I think we had a target of like 250 quid or 300 quid when we hit it, and my hair went. I do need a haircut, so maybe we bring it back. Nah, definitely not. Yeah, Reed instead of Mavididi. Yeah, I think he offers balance in terms of he's a bit more. He backtracks. You know, he tracks back more often than Mavididi does. I think Mavididi probably lacks on that side of his game in terms of his willingness and determination to get back quickly. Obviously, I would agree Mavididi probably should have started this one, but Bobby Decordova-Reid against his former club could be interesting. Could be an interesting dynamic. Chris says, afternoon locks, go get set for 3 points. Yeah, I mean, again, guys, put your score predictions in the chat, please. Let us know what you think the game, how you think the game will go. I'm going to get some up on screen in just a second as well from Reader. Let me get that up now for you. But yeah, let me know your score prediction. I'm going to go for a 2-2 or a 3-1 Fulham. I'm going to say a 2-2. Let's stick with the 2-2. I'm going to try and be optimistic because I know I get slated for not being that. Here's an image from Jamie Reedy. He is in Craven Cottage, all set for kickoff, just 14 minutes away. There he is. That's his photo he has just sent in. Thanks for that, Reedy, mate. And again, to anyone who wasn't here, this is the starting 11. We've got Hermanson, Justin, Fast, Vestergaard, Christiansen, Winks and Didi, Buonanotte, Abdul Fatawu, Bobby Decordova-Reid, and the captain, Mr. Leicester himself, Jamie Vardy. The subs are Danny Ward, Ricardo, Okoli, Chowdhury, Sumari, McAteer, Mavididi, and of course, Oliver Skip and Jordan Ayew. Will we see them today for their Leicester debut? Will they come off the bench at any point? Who knows? We'll see. Tom Cannon is the one to lose out on his position on the bench. Not a shock to us anymore. Cooper and Enzo don't rate him that much. Maybe they think he's going to be good in the future. Maybe they just think he's not up to speed yet or he's not ready for the Premier League. Maybe that's the case. And if that is the case, fair enough. Get him out on loan. Looks like he's going to Sheffield United. They're the rumours. I think he'll play some games there, quite a lot of minutes. So hopefully he can impress. It's chucking it down and we play well in the rain. 9-0 against Southampton stands out. Will Mavididi look for a move if he's left as a bench option this season? Maybe he's just been saved for replacing Vardy at 60 until we have a striker in the door. Then he moves into the left. I still think that it's for tactical purposes only, Chester. Honestly, I do think that is the way Cooper's got us set up. Again, he's not having Ricardo invert into midfield. He's having Justin invert to centre back, right centre back, while Christensen bombs forward, and when he bombs forward, the left winger inverts into the attacking midfield. De Cordova-Reid. That role probably suits De Cordova-Reid more than it does Mavididi. If we try and not sacrifice that, we might have to sacrifice Abdul Fatawu, and then it's the lesser of all evils. Who do you want to sacrifice, Mavididi or Fatawu? Maybe Mavididi over them. Or we just play like we did last year. That's another option, but we're not doing that, so that's fine. How can you get Cannon Premier League ready if you don't play? Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Andy, but I think maybe Cooper just wants us to get some points on the board. Can I ask, Locks, is the reason behind Cooper's decision not to use Cannon born out of the fact that he suffered a serious back injury and does not want he or the club to be lumbered with him? Well, we're lumbered with him. We are lumbered with him. So no, I don't think that's it. He's here, I don't think it's that at all, Foxy. Because then we're still lumbered with him if you go Sheffield United on loan and he gets injured. It's the same thing. So yeah, I don't think that's the case. Nick says 100% is tactical. We wouldn't have changed 20 million plus. We wouldn't have chucked 20 million plus on Skip to sit on the bench. Skip will be on. I'm still convinced he will be Wilfred Ndidi's replacement in this team come sometime soon, next week, week after, whatever. And I think we'll see him on in the second half today. Yeah, let's hold on to that hope. 10 minutes till kickoff, guys. 10 minutes till kickoff. Tom Hoger needs to hurry up. No, I'm joking, mate. You're all good, Tom. Plenty of time, pal. Plenty of time. Keep getting your score predictions in, everybody. I've only seen one or two. Come on. Paul Wilson says 2-2. Gary Beckett says 2-1 Fulham. And by the way, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube, and instead it's much more user-friendly. Full screen. You can connect it to your TV if you want to. Very, very, very much more user-friendly. Don't know what I was saying there. Are you to come in? I don't know why that keeps happening. Are you to come in for Vardy's second half? 1-0 Leicester. Vardy. You've been nicking glasses from the pub. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea. No idea what you're talking about. Nathan says 3-1 Leicester. Yeah, hopefully. I'm going to say 2-2. I'm going to back the team 2-2, but I think it could be a difficult day, if I'm honest with you. Could be a difficult day. Again, team news for everybody. Hermanson, Justin, Fast, Vestergaard, Christensen, Winks, and Ndidi, Buonanotte, Fatawu, De Cordova-Reid, and Vardy. Unchanged from Monday night against Tottenham. The change comes on the bench where Oliver Skip comes into the bench in replace of Ben Nelson, and Jordan Ayew comes into the bench for Tom Cannon. So they're the changes in the squad for today. Tito Blue says, come on, the lads, 2-1 Leicester. Tito, you've been showing me a lot of love on my new YouTube channel as well recently, so appreciate that, pal. Anybody else who wants to give it a follow, go to Blue Tinted Glasses LCFC and hit the subscribe button. But more importantly, we're here on Leicester Fan TV today for the Watchalong. That's the most important thing right now. Bench looking strong already. I would agree. Yeah, look, guys, what do you think to this? Because we were worried about our depth at the Premier League level, but obviously Ward's a stinker, we know that. But Ricardo, Okoli, Skip, Chowdhury, Sumari, McAteer, Mavididi, and Ayew. I mean, that's quite a strong defence. You compare that to Ipswich. You know what I mean? It's looking quite good. It's looking quite good. Yeah, keep getting your comments in, guys. Please do so. I've only seen a couple of score predictions, so keep firing them in. Let me know your first goal scorer as well. I'm going to say Bobby De Cordova-Reid. Foxy says, I think our squad is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, a part of me would say I would be confident of staying up if we didn't have the points deductions. Yeah, and I was the complete opposite a week ago, by the way. I was saying, even without the points deductions, I think we'll struggle. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay as it is. If we can bring in the Bilal El Khanous, number 10 again, because we can't rely on Facundo Buonanotte to be our number 10 all season long. It's not fair on him. 19 years old, 20 years old, I think maybe. 19. Fatawi's 20, I think. Yeah, Fatawi's 20 now. We can't rely on him. So if we bring in a bit of depth to that position as well. JP, this is commentary, mate. You can't show a full Leicester City match, any match on YouTube. You will be, I was going to say arrested. I mean, it's definitely illegal, but you'll be taken down. So no, there is no match in front of us at all. I'll be watching it. Tom will be watching it when he joins, but it won't be on your screen on YouTube. Yeah, Andy Medhurst, hopefully not the same score as 2 seasons ago. Well, they did the double overs in that season. They beat us 1-0 at home in King Power, and then we got battered 5-3 by them at Craven Cottage. I think we went 4-0 down as well. Steve Cooper, the last time Steve Cooper played Fulham, he lost 5-0 and then lost his job not long after. You know, what does that give to you? What's the link for us to watch it if Tom is... I can't do it. Unfortunately, JP, mate, I can't. It's illegal. So if I put the link in the chat here... Have I frozen? Let me have a look at this. Let me see if you're telling the truth. No, I'm not frozen, mate. It's you. It's you. JP, I can't put the link in the chat to the stream because again, it's not allowed. We'll probably be banned if I start advertising the link. But trust me, it won't be hard to find it, is what I'll say. If you look online, it won't be hard to find the stream somewhere. Yeah. So we got 5 minutes till kickoff. Yeah. Afternoon, mate. How are you, Blue Army? Yeah. Hi to you, Simon, mate. Much appreciated. I'm good. I hope you are too, Blue Armor. Yeah, there is no link on from me. But yeah. Kostas says Leicester fans love Greece. Well, I mean, I love Greece. I've been there a few times. I like going on holiday to Greece. I like going to Crete, Rhodes, Kos. Love it, mate. So yeah, I'm a fan. And we want the Greek striker. We want him, Fotis Ioannidis. We want him from Panathinaikos. Big up, Blocks. Will you commentate or just highlight what's going on? Yeah, so I'll be here. Tom will be joining us in a few. He'll be doing majority of the commentating. Obviously, there's no football on your screen from us. Obviously, that's not allowed. But we'll do our best to react and tell you what's going on. Of course, you'll probably be listening to it on the radio as well or watching it on some... you know, illegal. No, legal. Maybe you're abroad and you're watching it. That's allowed. But yeah, if you want to listen to us, do it. Go for it. If you don't, and switch us off. It's no problem with us. No problem. We're just doing it to. Some people like it, so that's why we're doing it. That's all. Shocking, we can't watch the game in the UK. If we lived in the US, Thailand, yeah, exactly, mate. I mean, I was in Turkey last season for the EFL games, and I was watching it. 3:00 kickoff. I think it was Bristol City, maybe. No, it wasn't Bristol City. One of them. It was Bristol City or Stoke. And I was watching it, and it was easy to watch and whatever. And if I'm over here, then you can't do it. It's bollocks, mate. It's absolute bollocks. They need to get that rule, and apparently it's to save the football league pyramid, right? They don't want to show 3:00 games on TV so that people carry on going to their local team. But for me, look at me now. I ain't going to watch Anstey Nomads, am I? I'm watching it by some other means. You know what I mean? So for me, it's poppycock. It's a load of crap. Tripe. It's stupid. Yeah, I'd rather watch Leicester on a dodgy stream than I would watching Anstey Nomads. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry to break that to you. 3 minutes till kickoff, and Mr. Charm is still not here, so he might be having a little bit of a technical issue. Dawn, hi all, come on you foxes, go on Dawn. Another one showing me love on my other channel, and Rennie B as well. You can watch it on a Fire Stick from Del Point. People would still go, you can't beat live games. Well, exactly, Nick. My point is that I don't think it would make a difference. The reason they don't want to show 3:00 kickoffs on TV isn't to make sure Leicester City or Man City still get a crowd. It's to make sure that grassroots football and the lower leagues. It's to make sure they still get viewers, because in their head they think, well, if we show Man United versus Man City at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, those people who support them clubs won't come and watch Salford Town, or you know what I mean. I think it's stupid, but anyway. Right, Mr. Tom is here just on time with 2 minutes to go. Let's get him in and let's do that and let's do that. Wait, who was Deck? Who was Anton? Who was Deck?
I can't remember now. That's the way around. Switch. It's the other way around.
Yeah, so I'm Ant, you're Deck. Yeah,
there we go.
How you doing, mate? You excited?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Are you looking forward to it? You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, I think you'll look to everything to the Premier League, don't you? And look forward to the season ahead and what we're trying to achieve in difficult circumstances, you know, with the points deduction still looming. I think we all would have preferred to gone into this season knowing what the points deduction was, not having to do an Everton and you get points on the board and then lose them and then have to fight to stay up again. Because obviously Everton last year is a proven example. If they hadn't had a points deduction, they would have finished comfortably mid-table. So, look, tough season. Every game's difficult. We all know that. Even the teams that have come up, they're going to be difficult games. They've all strengthened their squads. And, you know, today's another one, I think, for one of those sits in the bracket with me that you've got to, if you want to stay up, you've got to come away with something in this game today. These are the games, the Fulhams, the Brentford, the Palace, the Wolves, Evertons, you know, all those mid-table teams are the ones you've got to be looking for an away point minimum each game, because we know we're going to have to probably be looking at a 55 points mark, really, to be staying up.
It's mad.
You know, if you think about normally 40 points, you say for this year, we can't look at 40 points. You've got to be thinking 50, 55 points in case we do get a 10 or more. I think they were talking anywhere from 7 to 14, but someone said that it possibly could be 2 charges where you don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
It's kick-off, mate, I think.
Vardy's just about to get the ball off. He's on the centre circle and we're underway. Leicester have kicked off. Leicester are kicking from right to left. They are attacking the Fulham end. So the away fans are behind them at the beginning of this game. Bright start, put to the ball early. Leicester have down the right-hand side. Fatu goes. Robson comes over, dives in with the tackle and puts the ball out for a throw. But nice little build-up play between him and Binoshi at the beginning. Very impressed with the lad from Brighton. Really, really impressive start.
Oh, what a player. What a player, mate. What do you reckon to the team news then, mate? Obviously, still no Ricardo, still no Mavididi. You just think it's purely tactical like me?
I think Ricardo is a case of he's great when you play him in a forward team. He's defensively probably not as good as JJ, I'd say. I think that would be his weak point. You got to think when he came, he's a marauding, right back. What caused damages by a team by getting forward, sort of being Cooper likes a solid right back, and it looks like, as you said in your thoughts before the game, Christensen is the one who bombs on more than the right back, and the right back is the one who looks in to make a back three technically, basically, which JJ is probably better suited for dropping in. Leicester with the ball in the Fulham half. Vardy tries to get stuck in, 2 play. Fulham goes down. Referee says play on. Ball in behind. Vardy touches it off. Oh, he was offside anyway. Flag goes up.
Let's get some comments up. Fees here. Hi, Tom and Locks. What is your score prediction for City Ipswich? God knows. I mean, I'm hoping, because I've got Haaland as my captain in my FPL, I'm hoping for a nice Man City win. But what are you saying, Tom, for that one? You think Ipswich are going to do all right, or you think it's overhyped?
I think it's overhyped. I like Ipswich, and I think they'll be all right this season, if I'm honest with you. I think they're another team that brought wisely. I think that they'll struggle a little bit, but I don't think they'll go down without a fight, if you get what I mean. I don't think it's one of these seasons that, if you look at last year, Sheffield United, Burnley, and Luton all went back down again after promotions. I don't see all 3 promoted clubs going back down this year. I think there's too much in this competitiveness from this year coming up to, go down without a fight. I think last year, if you look at it, Burnley and Sheffield United, basically, they weren't even up to staying in the Premier League. And sort of now, if you go down, the problem is the gap's getting bigger, and it's becoming like there is 17 teams or 17 teams who'll be here constantly. And it's the 3 come up, 3 go down, because no one can keep up with the Premier League anymore. So you've got to try, if you get up, you've got to try and stay up for a couple of years to get involved in the Premier League now, sadly. Otherwise, you just financially, the difference between the Premier and the Championship is just getting bigger and bigger. Waz defends, cleared by Vestergaard. Fulham, a little bit of pressure now. Ball to the area, Fulham on the attack. Tete puts down the line, ball to the edge of the area. Faz comes in with a sliding tackle and puts it out of play on this left-hand side. Ball to Fulham.
All Fulham at the minute, mate,
yeah. Fulham have just started to get the ball now. Leicester started off first minute and a half of the ball, but to 3 minutes played, and it's probably more now. Fulham, Iwobi goes inside, finds Pereira, cuts inside again, goes out to Traore on the right-hand side. We all know he cuts in, shoots on his left, saved by Mads Hermansen, corner to Fulham. Too easy there from Leicester, the ball out to Adam Traore, cuts in onto his left foot and shoots, and Mads with a good save, palms it over the crossbar. 3.5 played, corner to Fulham.
Tough start. We're going to have to grow into this, aren't we? Just like the Spurs game, mate.
Yeah, I think I'd like this morning when I said about doing the watch on. I think we've got to grow into it quickly, though, mate. We can't be like Tottenham. You can't let Fulham have the ball, and when you get the ball, we've got to use it more wisely. I think that was my biggest critic of the first half. We were so sloppy. Short corner taken to Iwobi, back to the edge of the area. Free Smith Rowe shoots, blocked by Christensen. Well, that was a lovely routine by Fulham there. Ball goes wide, headed away by Vards. Fulham with the ball still, whipped back into the box towards the back post. Vestergaard goes up, comes off Fulham's head. Still in the box, cleared by Justin, out for a throw on the far hand side. Yeah, it was a lovely little routine what Fulham obviously practiced on the training ground. Smith Rowe picks a ball up, puts it back down the right. Robson cross towards the back post. It'll go over everyone's head. Fulham will keep it in here, though. Tete keeps the ball in. Pass it to Traore, comes back out to Pereira. He cuts down the line. One little touch. Still got the ball. Someone closing. Ball comes in. No one closing down. Head away by Vestergaard, but it's only up. It's still in the box. And it's headed on goal, and Mads will pick this one up. Easy clutch, but a lot of pressure very quick in a short period of time there. Fulham tried a little corner routine, little 1-2, and then pulled it to the edge of the area where Smith Rowe was unmarked and got a shot away, but he didn't hit it cleanly enough. But again, the ball that came into the box there was no pressure from this right-hand side from Christian or Reed to close the man down who had a free cross of the ball, Pereira there. And you can't let someone with the quality of Pereira cross the ball in for free.
Yeah, mate, I think they need to give themselves a bit of a kick up the arse here, to be honest with you, so far. I don't think anyone expected us after the Spurs game to just be this amazing team all of a sudden. But I did say, I've said all week, mate, I just think it would be not as such the result, but I just think the performance and how much Fulham I expected them to dominate, it will be a bit of a back down to earth for Leicester fans today. It's not going to be easy,
No, but I think we didn't make it easier for ourselves, Locks, in that game against Tottenham. We gave the ball away too quickly. In the Premier League, I think, I'll be honest, in the Premier League, if Enzo was in charge, I think we really would have struggled playing the football Enzo wanted to play, because I generally don't think, we saw it in the Championship games, when teams get it right, we got absolutely annihilated. Vardy has the ball back to again, we gave the ball away too quickly, sloppy with the pass. We nicked it in the middle of the part on the halfway line with a lovely little press. But here comes Fulham. Iwobi cuts inside of his man, goes back, finds Pereira, comes across the park, goes back to Iwobi again, down the line to Robinson. Left back's left side block goes in. Still with Robinson, cuts it to the edge of the area. Takes a shot, cuts inside. Oh, Leicester defending here again. Buonanotte passed the ball forward. Can't find anyone. Straight to another Fulham shirt. Calvin Bassey, the former Leicester player who ended up at Rangers and then Fulham. Ball into the area, cleared by Vestergaard. Leicester are under the pressure for the last 5 minutes now, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And fouled by Bonoshi, free kick to Fulham, who take it quickly on the floor. Yeah, again, it's another one you say get away. Calvin Bassey went on to play for Rangers Athenley in Leicester and then ended up at Fulham, a solid centre-half who never really got a chance in the Leicester shirts at all.
No.
I don't think he made a single senior appearance for Leicester.
I think it was like 16 million, that he went to Fulham for, mate, as well. Like big money, well, not big money, you know what I mean? But for him, I think we sold him for 250 grand, mate, to Rangers. So
edge of the area, Fulham have the ball again, goes wide. In comes Iwobi onto that right foot, shoots, saved by Mads Hermansen. It is all Fulham. And it's what we sort of talked about earlier, get grown into the game. You can't just take your time. You can't have another 45 minutes like we did against Tottenham and not expect a team to take the chances it just won't happen. You know, teams are going to sit there and think if Leicester take 45 minutes to get going each game, we've got to score a chance and get 3-0 up because we'll kill them off. You know, we saw that
last away again now, didn't we?
Yeah, Leicester giving the ball away. Here comes Traore. Tries to take his man on. Little Dan steps inside. Onto his left, pulls the ball into the inside channel, cut across the box. Oh, Leicester get away with that. Fulham won a corner. The referee's given a goal kick. Too easy there. Too easy. Again, stood off Traore. He cuts inside, and it's a lovely little reverse ball for him. Lovely little ref ball. And Diddy's caught out. Vaz comes across but can't get in time. Pereira lays it across the box, and it just goes wide of the back post. But again, it was too easy. Leicester try and play off the back and get himself in trouble here. They might get away with it. Again, poor pass from Diddy. Gives the ball away. In comes Bobby Reid, who picks it up. Leicester have got to switch on with their passing game.
Man City 1-0 down to Ipswich, and guess who scored it? Sammy Smodics.
Leicester break forward. Here comes Reid. Reid shoots!
Oh!
Saved by the goalkeeper. Leno pushed it round the post. The former Fulham man has a long-range shot. Wasn't high, but he got power behind it. Lovely play by Bonotti again. Picks the ball up, drives forward, and then Reid just unleashes a right-footed drive. No mucking around today from Bobby Reid. He wants a goal against his former club. Bernd Leno with a lovely tip round the post there. Man City losing.
Yes, mate. Sammy Smodics, he's been very widely spoken about, hasn't he, this summer?
Oh, mate, don't, because I said it at the time. Why aren't Leicester all over that? £10 million.
You know, got a corner here, yeah.
Corner to Leicester, 9 minutes gone. Whipped in by Winks. Headed wide by Faz. He can't get it on target. First chance of the game for Leicester after the header. Lovely corner by Winks. More floated than anything else. Smith Rowe's down in the box a moment, so play will stop for a minute. Sammy Smodic. Yeah, Vaz outjumps Calvin Bassey there, and a bit disappointed with himself from his reaction that he didn't get it on target. As I go to a picture of Leicester's number 18, Jordan Ayew, who's on the bench today. Obviously only signed yesterday, but he's had a good pre-season from what I've heard from the Palace fans who are all disappointed to see him go.
Yeah, mate.
Again, another surprising price tag. You know, you've obviously spent $5 million up front or whatever it was for him. Again, I'm not the player himself. I think he's a very good player. At 32, you know, 10 years experience in the Premier League. You know, that counts for itself. But 2-year deal doesn't bother me, but I just think $5 million. Surely there was, you know, for an extra $5 million, you could have gone and got Sammy Smodic. Now, yes, not proven Premier League, but with how many goals is it? 32 goals. Leicester nicked the ball back, and Diddy tries a back heel, nearly causes Winks to get in trouble, and Diddy gets a foul as he tries to receive the ball. Again, I said it Monday night, and I said it in my video this morning. Wilfred Diddy on the ball at the moment is the shadow of the player he was 3 or 4 years ago. Off the ball, he still does that work. He still wins the ball and nips it and does a lovely 5-yard pass. When you're trying to play the attacking side of what we've got to do, that's flick it around the corner and move it quickly. He just doesn't keep up with the speed of the play, and he just wants an extra touch here and there. Leicester's still playing out for the back, haven't got it away yet. Go wide by James Justin, finds Christensen on the left-hand side. Poor touch from him, but he still keeps the ball. Well, Faz will keep it. And Diddy, another poor first touch from Ndidi there.
Panic, mate.
All the way back. Hammerson then pings it from left to right, and it will go out for a throw to Fulham. Again, over trying to play from the back there for me. Leicester nicked the ball back. Well played, Fatou. He drives it forward. Tried to lob the goalkeeper. He's tried to lob the goalkeeper from inside, probably halfway inside of your own half. Vardy wanted the ball in behind. The ball in behind was on, and Vardy, again, he hasn't got the pace he has, but we probably would have got a shot away there. But no, Abdul decided to try a shot from inside his own half, and Leonard catches it in the middle of his 18-yard box. Nice idea, but think you've got to be further at the pitch to try and catch the goalkeeper out of Leno's stature.
Just not working so far, is it, mate? Not quite working.
Not clicked yet, sadly. Very, very much the same of Spurs. Again, Leicester try the high press. Will they get Fulham break out of it? Allow Leicester in the problem. Christian's out of position. Pereira down the side. Lays it to Tete, but Harry Winks with a great challenge down the left back position. Covers his man fantastically as Christian was out of position there. Harry Winks with a lung bursting run to get back in and get a foot in there. Throw to Fulham.
Hi, Bubba. Thanks for watching, mate.
Cheers, Bubba. Ball, Traore picks it off Tete from the throw, keeps it. Switches it from down the right-hand side to the left-hand side, but across the back. Goes to Bassi. Back inside. Smith Rowe on the ball. Down to Robbins. Back to Smith Rowe. Pulls it back. Cleared by Vestergaard. Bonossi gets himself a trouble edge of the area. Shot comes in for referee's given free kick. Ball went behind anyway.
How's it going, lads? Hi to you, Lewis. Thanks for watching. I'm worried about his wages. I don't think he'll be on anything crazy. He was only on 30 grand a week at Palace, so he won't be on much more than that at Leicester. Who scored for Ipswich? It was that man, Sammy Schmodics. Man City have scored, though, since, and it's Haaland, a penalty for Haaland.
Christian down the line. Bobby Reid in ball in behind. Yeah, Vardy ain't getting on to the end of that at 37. Lovely ball by Christian. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, Vardy might. Oh, Woutfaz tries to take it out the sky, lose the ball. Christian tackle. Referees hasn't given a free kick. Wow. I thought Christian fouled in there, but no. Referee says play on. Woutfaz comes across. That's all again. That all came down to a poor touch from Woutfaz at the back, trying to take a ball out the sky instead of just heading it clear. Christian picks ball, goes backwards again, finds Faz to Vestergaard, back to Vestergaard, keeps the ball, goes back to Faz. Here comes the press for Fulham. Faz with a crossfield ball, looking for Abdul, can't find him though. Robson heads up, Bonoshi picks it up, back to Abdul, back to James Justin. Abdul again, let's just pass it around, get your foot on the ball now and keep it. Try and keep it for the next 30 seconds to a minute. We've got to get your foot on the ball more. It's been all Fulham at the end of the day. Leicester's had one shot with Bobby Reid, was tipped around the post after 9 minutes. But it's been all Fulham. Yeah. But you'd say the best chance of the game has been the Bobby Reid shot. Yeah. As much as it's been all Fulham, they've only had a couple of goal tests at Mads, one by Traore, but the other two were rolled into Mads' hands. Mads to Vestergaard. Leicester trying to play out here. Pat the ball up. Bobby Reid and Diddy gets the ball after Winks beat his man down the line to Christian, who's obviously the one pushing up. Pulls it inside to Vardy. Round the corner. Bobby Reid into the box. Here he comes. Reid cuts inside. Runs into his man. Can't get away. It was a lovely play, and then foul to Fulham. Vardy.
See, it's in a moment like that, Tom, where it came to Deco every day. It's probably there where you want Mavididi, isn't it? You know what I mean? At that point where he's one-on-one with his defender.
I mean, or in that situation, it's a lovely ball. I mean, yeah, he's been given offside anyway, mate, in the build-up by the looks of it. But he's either got to take the shot early or he's got to get to the back post, because at the back post at that point was Abdul coming in with no one around him. The referee didn't give a free kick away. Gave offside.
Tom, sorry, Smodics went 1-0 up for Ipswich on the 7th minute, and 7 minutes later, they're 2-1 down to Man City.
Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland penalty. If anyone's triple captained Haaland today, sadly, I completely forgot they were playing them.
I triple captained him.
I did think about it, and I've then think I might keep it. Fulham start again with a restart from the offside. Tete on the ball comes inside, looking for Leicester, nick it back. Vestergaard with a lovely tackle on the floor, slides in to win the ball. Winks needs a pass. He's found Vardy. Vardy tries to flick it on. He's trying to flick around the corner, I think, for Bonoshi, but he can't get his foot on it. Rolls under his foot. But again, it was better. But it was all coming from Winks and Vestergaard playing out for the back. And I think that's something as much as people say Vestergaard is a liability at the back, and he is because of his pace, it is not ideal. Ball on the side, Tete goes down the line, flicked inside. We're overlapped here. Torre plays out to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe goes into the penalty area and scores, left foot into the top corner. Smith Rowe scores. Fulham 1, Leicester 0 after 17 minutes. Leicester got overloaded on the right-hand side. Oh, yeah, it's been coming. You can't get away with letting teams have chances in the Premier League against good quality players. Smith Rowe scores his first goal for Fulham. It's Fulham's first goal of the season. Ball down the line. It was a flicked on by the striker into the path of Adam Traore. Cuts inside onto the halfway line into a semicircle. Plays it to Smith Rowe, and he just runs down the side of JJ, who's out of position, and left-footed. He just dinks it into the top corner, back across Mads Hermansen. Again, our own doing. We've all pushed on down that right-hand side this time, and we're out. Well, Christian had pushed on. Obviously, JJ's come across the cover, but there's no one covering JJ when he's got two men. Iwobi and Smith Rowe were both running down the left-hand side there. Not that I'll start. Man City now 3-1 up. Haaland has scored again. And just, well, why we've got 500 people watching us, can we mention now we are now live on the Patreon. Go and download the app. For the cost of £3 a pint, you get extra contacts, you get match reviews, you get the Fox's Corner with all the lads in the studio on once a week. There's so much more content there to go and watch, guys. And like I say, it's £3 a month. It's nothing. It's no more than 1 pint. Well, it's less than a pint of beer now, Locks. Let's put it that way. I say it's 500 on there. Go and have a look. Download the app, the Patreon. It's a really good app. There's so many different fan groups on there promoting themselves. So when you get a chance, have a look. And also you can sign up for free on there as well. But for the extra content, it's £3 a month. It's nothing, guys. Go over and have a look for us. Fulham, again, get the ball back. Keep the ball. Fulham. Leicester, again, out of position. Down the left-hand side they come. Robson crosses it in. Headed in. Oh, my God. Fulham could have scored between 2-0 up. It goes just past the post. Moritz has just literally headed it wide of the bottom corner. It is literally, we're talking less than a foot. A width of a football is hitting the post. Let's put it that way. It's literally skipped past the outside of the post. Oh, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Smith Rowe was offside, somebody said. I don't think he was. I think it would have been checked, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it should have been 2-0. Smith Rowe's not offside, mate. No chance. When the ball comes to him, he's clearly onside. I'm sitting here saying that now as a Leicester fan. I'd love to say he's offside. If he's offside, VAR would be in there, mate. You know, there's auto offside now as well, or semi-automated offside, what picks up even quicker than it did beforehand. So Skip to come on for, and I would, if I'm honest here. It's a change I thought that they might make today. I thought we might have seen Oliver Skip. And maybe it's because he's only had one training session. Iwobi into the box. Great tackle by Abdul there, but there's no option. No, what are you doing? He plays it across the box. Schoolboy, get it away, Christensen. Abdul tries to put the ball across the 18 above, right middle of the box with a flick to Christensen, who then has to turn and boot it out. That is schoolboy defending. You don't play. Rule 1: you do not play across your box. Inside Tete keeps the ball, shoots, blocked by Faz. All Fulham so far. Leicester are fighting. Don't get me wrong. This isn't anywhere near like when we played them with 3-0 down at half time. Leicester are putting in a fighting. The problem at the moment is Leicester are just giving the ball back to Fulham for fun. They can't keep the ball for more than 3 or 4 passes. And we did it against Tottenham. Little 1-2. No way we didn't go back. He goes back to Robinson. Abdul steps in again and win the ball. But there's no out ball. There's no out ball. Good well play, Abdul. He wins a throw-in. We've got to keep this ball more at the moment. This is the problem. They're not keeping the ball.
And you can only think Skip would help that.
He's a ball-playing midfielder at the end of the day. He wins the ball back. He likes to play. His energy, we all know. If you speak to someone, they all said you'll get someone who's another one. Same as an eye, who'll give 110% every single game. Your energy, he's great at winning the ball back and passing it. It also opens up a little bit more for Winks to push on. Ball inside, Fulham keep it. Fulham's nicked the ball back already, mate. Free kick, Hutton Doody fouls on the halfway line. Fulham take it quickly. Again, Fulham just knocking it around now. again, Leicester cannot get this ball or hold it for long enough. Waits to Holland, takes on Vestergaard. Faz. Good tackle. Ndidi wins the ball back. There we go. That's the Ndidi we know. Leicester then, Bonossi plays it backwards though. And this problem is Fulham have got a trigger. Soon as the ball goes to Winks, they're on him. Like now, ball goes into Winks. Ball's to Ndidi. No one goes near him. But about Ndidi. But Winks, as soon as he gets the ball, they're on him. Christian plays the ball. Oh, another poor pass. He goes inside and loses it again. It's the same pass he tried to Vardy when he flicked around the corner. Great, but when you don't get the ball right, we're just losing it. Edge of the area, Pereira cuts inside, shoots, flicks up in the air. Mads comes out and catches it. Leicester have got to get their foot on this ball at some point. And again, you're sitting there thinking, can we get to half time at 1-0? You know, is this the same thing, you know, we're seeing against Tottenham, get inside and then reevaluate? But again, you can't do that for the next 36 Premier League games, 45 minutes each game till you get to half time to work out what the problems are. You know, we need to work out these problems sooner. Mads dropped. Mads is coming out quite far of the ball now, drives forward. Then he goes to no one. Keeps it. Now he goes to Vestergaard on the right. Obviously, Vestergaard is playing right in the back two today, and Faz is on the left. Bit different to what we saw most of last season. Ball to Bonossi from Vestergaard. Down the line, Bobby Reed's come inside. It's like Bobby Reed's got a bit of free license today. He's on the right-hand side at the moment. Goes across. Vestergaard keeps the ball. There's no option because they're not letting Winks get anywhere near. Now Vestergaard gets the ball away. Leicester could be in trouble here. Down the right it comes. One-on-one. Cuts his side. Shoots Traore, blocked by Faz. Fulham should have made a better job of that because Traore should have gone at Faz there and he didn't. He tried to cut inside very early and Faz let him. Ball whipped away. Faz clears out for a throw to Fulham on the right-hand side.
This is tough, mate. This is a tough one.
I just thought after the second half performance, Leicester might have thought we've got something here because we saw something. We saw the way we can play with the ball. You know, the chances for the second chance for Vardy, what I thought he would have scored. You know, the play for that was fantastic. Little 1-2s around the park to get Vardy in. But I mean, Bonucci's one of the younger ones. He's calling the lads forward. Come forward. Again, Leicester can't keep the ball. Corner Traore gets slipped in and Christian recovers well, keeps the ball out. Winks turns. Good lad. Now go forward. Bonossi lose the ball, just shrugged off the ball there he was. Can't win it back. Fulham have it out wide. Goes to Traore. Poor touch from in and goes out of play through to Leicester. I mean, Bonossi there tried to get the ball on the half turn. Calvin Bassett wasn't letting him turn, wins the ball back off him, just shoved him off like a rag doll. He wasn't even there on that point.
This is poor. Ndidi and a few others look off the pace. We can't seem to get to keep the ball. We are not strong enough and at times good enough to arse about with it in the backs and old school football. We just don't look up to the pace. Another first half spent completely in our end. And the other one was Winks looks poor in the Premier League, to be honest. We don't have many Premier League level quality players. The Brighton lad looks good. He played well against Spurs, but he's lightweight. Yeah,
again, he's lightweight, but he's played enough games in the Premier League. I wouldn't say that. I thought Winks has done all right in the first couple of games when I've seen him. You know, especially with the ball at his feet, he can pass. But the problem is there's no option because Fulham are not letting him have that game in the Championship. Leicester, I thought Leicester were going to hit the ball back there, but they didn't. Just didn't break our way. The score there was Tottenham 2, Everton 0. Heung-min Son has scored for Tottenham. It's bad already when you're looking for the teams that are going to be around here to see how they're doing. Again, another flick round the corner, but Bonossi can't get it onto Vardy. It's a lovely flick, and the idea is right. Way before to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe pulls it back, cleared by Vestergaard inside the 18-yard box.
I think it would benefit Winks having Skip next to him over Ndidi, mate. I really do. Watching this, Tom, poor decisions. Everything that's one of the problems. Poor decisions from the players. Panicking, maybe.
Panicking. Decision making's not been good enough. There again, Abdul with just a long range forward pass from the right hand side to the left, but no one's there. And then he's just put his hands out like, what do I do? He's got no options. Thing is, Abdul, in the Premier League, unlike the Championship, you've got to have ideas how to get past your man. You can't think you're just going to skin them for fun because they're too good.
He struggled against Udogie as well, didn't he, last week in the first
Yeah,
half?
but what I liked about it, he worked it out, and where he knew he'd gone wrong in the first half was just trying to drop the shoulder and go every time. He couldn't do that, and then have a yard to get it in. He had to just get it in the box. You're not going to be able to get a yard every time to get it in. You've got to be able to create the chances yourself or go past them. And I felt the second half he was doing that. I think he had a lot better game second half. He sort of worked out what he needed to do. He's not really had the chance to run at Robinson yet. But again, in fairness, Fulham's got the tactics right. And you look at the ball now, they're not putting anyone around Ndidi and letting him have the ball. As soon as it comes to Winks, there's 3 men already in around him, so they know he's the one who's going to receive it, and they don't know how to deal with it. Like Winks again, as soon as he gets it, he's got a man closing him down. Same again now. If you look, Winks is between 2 men. Smith Rowe and Morris is literally man marking him. They do not want Winks to get the ball because they know he's the one to make us play. Leicester now have gone all the way back to Matt Hermanson because we can't break the line. Chips it wide now, and to Christensen, heads it forward. Leicester lose the ball. Vardy gets charged off it. No, ref said play on. Leicester give the ball away again, and Diddy plays it forward, but it's not great. What are we, 29 minutes in, and
I mean, somebody could hear that Ndidi's booting it and panicking. I mean, this is what I've been saying all week about the Skip signing. I just think he's more relaxed and more, more composed on the ball, and he can do the ball winning as well that Wilf does. You know what I mean? Skip for Wilf, Reed for Steffi.
Yeah, I think they're fair. I mean, Jason Bourne has just put echoes of Monday so far. Very much. Yeah. It is very much like the first half against Tottenham. We can't get the foot on the ball enough. And when we do get a foot on the ball, we can't get forward. It was a lovely ball there by Wings who just tried to play Vardy in behind, holds the ball up, but Vardy's offside. Banoshi then smashes it over the crossbar. Again, it was a lovely play, but you're asking Vardy to be a holder, target man there. We saw what Vardy's game is on Monday. Get the ball into him on the floor. Can't put it in the air to him. Vestergaard holds his man up there. Throw to Fulham. Comes off Faz. So I like that steep learning curve. I think that's spot on. Just steep learning curve. You Premier League, you've got to learn quick. It was a poor pre-season for me. I don't think the pre-season was anywhere good enough. I don't think it was organised well enough, and that's nothing against Steve Cooper. Leicester had the opportunity to go to America, and Enzo turned around and said no, he didn't want to, and then left the club. What left us in a bit of a mess with a pre-season not really organised, because all these pre-season games then were booked in after once the club knew what was going on. Leicester win the ball back. Banoshi picks it up, drives forward, plays the ball out wide to Abdul, but can't find him again. Experienced by Robinson comes in and covers. The ball's the right idea, but it isn't. It's not straight enough, because it's going bending wide. Robinson has the run on Abdul every time.
Yeah, very much. I agree with Bourne there. Very much similar to the first half against Spurs. Let's hope we have a similar second half. But we need to get in at only 1-0, mate, don't we? That's the main thing now.
But it's bad we're sitting here again, mate. 31 minutes into the second game of the season game. Keep it to 1-0, boys. Keep it to 1-0 and get it in. How many games have we got to start like this for then Cooper to get on the players? You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep going into Premier League game, giving teams 45 minutes to play and hoping that we're only 1-0 down before we sort out where we're going wrong against teams. And I love it that Cooper
from Buonanotte.
Yeah, Buonanotte steps in, wins the ball, free kick.
Yeah, nice.
Winks has the ball, can't play it. Morris steps in front of him. But again, you look at it, they don't want Winks to have the ball, mate. They know he is the man who makes Leicester tick, and he is. Let's not deny it. Winks is the main man for Leicester when it comes to, he's the quarterback of how Leicester play. You look at it now, Fulham are set up, but they're not bothered about Wilf getting the ball, mate. All they're bothered about is Winks getting the ball.
Yeah.
As soon as they saw the ball was on for Winks, Smith Rowe positioned himself in between the ball and Winks every single time. Winks cannot get this ball. Vestergaard with the ball. He's got no one forward. Vardy's having to drop back to the halfway line. Banoshi then tried to run in behind and We didn't play the ball into him. Ends up going with Justin back all the way to the goalkeeper on the 18-yard box. Madsen comes out again. Leicester start again. But if you look, every single time we get the ball, they're not bothered about Wilf getting the ball, mate. Look, they're not bothered. As soon as Winks gets near the ball, look now, Smith Rowe straight onto Winks. They are not letting Winks have any space, mate. And this teams do this all season. It's going to be a long season if you've not got someone else to create stuff, because Reed then goes back across his box. Vestergaard has to run and get the ball. Bobby then picks it up again. They're not bothered about any other Leicester player getting the ball. They're bothered about Harry Winks trying to start the play. Ball down line. Christian whips it in across the box. Oh, no one's there. It was a great ball again. Very similar to Monday night against Tottenham. The ball down the line to him was superb. And the ball across the box. And Diddy plays a lovely ball down the line for him. He keeps himself onside. He whips it across that penalty yard area. But there's only Vardy in the middle of the box. Bonacci was on the edge. And Addo was coming in at the back, but it goes out for a corner. 33-minute play. Can Leicester make something happen here? Ball whipped in towards Bass Post. Vestergaard heads it back across the box. Headed out. Christensen. Oh, he can't get on the end of it. Fulham clear. Up in the air. Abdul wins it. Heads it straight back to the Fulham player. Winks will come over and clear and pays it back to Mads. That's frustrating that there wasn't another small man in the box there. That's the biggest frustration, because you're not going to get like the chances you got in the Championship. Well, in the Championship, you might get 10 and 5 of them are brilliant chances every game. You're only going to get 2 or 3 great chances in most games in the Premier League against the better teams, for sure. You've got to take them. We saw that against Tottenham. Ball down the line. Christian Reed struggling here. He's pulled up.
Looks like we need to attack. We need to attack using wingers. No way going through Winks.
Nope.
Bring Skip on at half time. We start like this against Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. It'll be over at half time.
Abdul inside. Little trip. No, continues. Switch the ball to Christian, but it's over hit and runs out through a throw to Fulham.
Abdul arguing here. Who's Abdul arguing with? Christensen?
Sure. He's not happy bunny, is he, today?
No, it doesn't look like it at all, mate. Man, I hate seeing that. I hate seeing little arguments on the pitch, mate. It fills me with dread.
Well, it's because it's something we've not seen a week. Last year, you didn't see it when it was like under Enzo. Things didn't work out. They sorted it where you sort of haven't got that anymore, if you get what I mean. Like,
yeah. Gone quiet across the Premier League in the last few 15 minutes.
There's not many goals gone in. Free kick to Fulham, foul on the halfway line. Oh. Well, that helps his man up.
Push him back down.
Leicester look void for ideas at the moment, in my view, mate.
I'm so confused what it's on. What do you mean, Liam?
Ball goes wide to Robinson, picks it up, plays it back, and Fulham go all the way back to Burton anyway. They're quite happy. 36-minute play. They know they're in control at the moment. Leicester have had a couple of hard chances, but bar with a shot by Deco Reed, Leicester haven't had another shot on target yet.
They'll be happy with this, Fulham, mate. Even with the chances, well, the recent bit of build-up that we have had, they'll be happy. It's comfortable for the minute. Skip there on the bench.
Yeah, I think changes are due, mate. I think he's got to change something.
What we got here?
Ball inside, down the line. Abdul takes on his man. Takes on Robinson. Gets a corner kick. Abdul tried to take his man for the first time.
Did quite well. What minute are you on, mate?
We had 37 minutes played, mate. Ball's going to be whipped in by Bonacci this time. Bonacci he's going to take it left-footed. It's going to be an in-swinging corner. Can we get something before half-time? Vestergaard takes on his man. Well, Faz has it. Goal! Leicester City score. They've been completely outplayed in the game, but from a Bonoshi corner, Wout Faz rises.
Is it ruled out?
Hold on. What's the referee giving it?
Oh, it's ruled
What's
out.
the referee giving it? Oh, you're joking me.
Oh.
Referee, is the referee chalk this out? What for? Are you what's he what for? Where's the foul? Well, Faz out jumps his man and scores. I want to see I'm seeing a replay of this guy, so I can't tell you what he's ruled out for because it just seems like the ball was whipped in. So Vestergaard runs into it, no one. Well, Faz just heads it in. Vardy's not onside. There's no foul there. Where's the foul? You can't be saying Vardy's offside here. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Vardy's not in line with the ball. Absolutely. Are you telling me you're chalking this out because Vardy's standing in front of the goal? Vardy's nowhere near the goalkeeper. No way near you can roll this goal out. Absolutely no chance.
Kicking off.
There's no way. No way in a million years this goal can be disallowed for Vardy being in an offside position. He's about probably 5 to 6 yards away from the goalkeeper. It goes nowhere near Vardy. It goes nowhere near Vardy's head. It's probably 4 or 5 foot away from Vardy. There's no way you can say he's in the line of vision there. Absolutely no chance this should be offside. I understand why the line has put his flag up from his position, but you can't roll goals out like this.
It's because of the sight. He's going to the screen, mate. He's going to the screen.
VAR is now being used.
I think it's going to be ruled out, mate. We had a similar thing against Brighton in the relegation.
Mate, I remember there was two against Brighton, but there's no way you could say line of sight there, mate. The ball's nowhere near Vardy. It hasn't gone past Vardy. He knows, as in Vardy's moved out of the way of it.
Cooper's really angry.
You can't know. You can't show that sight. Show the goal behind the goal. You cannot say, here, that's the vision you've got to go off, referee. There's no way, referee, you can roll this out. If you roll this out, the game's gone. You might as well forget it. This is appalling. For me, Vardy does not move. He just stands there. Vestergaard, Wout Faz out jumps 2 men, smashes the ball back down to the ground into the goal.
Here we go.
The referee is going,
goal.
And it's a goal.
Goal.
Yes, Leicester have scored and have an equaliser. Thank you. I understand why he's put his flag up. I'm not denying the liner doing his job there, by the way, because the liner from his position would have seen Vardy is in an offside position and he's probably blocking the goalkeeper from the view the liner's got. But this is what VAR's for. I mean, did the liner put his flag up? He must have done because the referee obviously gave it. There's no foul in there. And like you say, there's no way you can say Vardy's interfering with that, mate. Not a chance.
And we need to use that now, mate. We need to use this as a platform. You know what I mean? Yeah. We need to...
Well, look, we're going to sit here now. We're 41 minutes played. We've been absolutely battered for 40 minutes. Let's not get it wrong. You know, we've had 1/2 chance, been Reed shooting from long range. We've had another couple of headers gone over the crossbar, but it's been all Fulham. And we said, get to half-time 1-0. You're 1-1 now, boys. You're back in the game. You probably don't deserve to be back in the game from the way you've played, but you're back in the game. Now, you got 4 or 5 minutes. Compose yourselves. Don't go out too gung-ho thinking, right, let's get the next one. 1-1 at half-time. Then it's time for Cooper to, start pulling some punches and get this right. Because this is 2 games in a row. You've started the same team, and 2 games in a row, it hasn't worked. So something, for me, has to change. I think they heard you, Tom. I love VAR. It's brilliant when it works.
Because without VAR, that was ruled out.
No VAR, the goal doesn't stand.
Yeah.
Ball long to switch. Christian has to cover, and Traore will fling it back in the box. Clear by Wout Faz for a corner to Fulham. 42.5 minutes played.
Fulham corner.
like I say, there's 662. Thank you so much for joining us. Much appreciated. And again, I'm going to plug it again. Come and join us on the Patreon. For the £3 a month, you get extra content. You get my reviews of the games, each and every game, plus match previews. Come and join us. It is a great crack over there. You can get involved a lot more. If you become a super fan, we can get you on. Ball to come in from Pereira. He'll be an out swinging corner. Ball whipped in. Free header. Well, free header. Matt Hermson dives across the goal and collects the ball in midair. One for the cameras, in my view, there, by the way. But he collects the ball. Yeah, Leicester survive. What did I say? Switch on. Nobody was marking. Free header. Well, and Mads died to his right hand side and saves the ball. He's on San Miguel.
Yeah. Not gin. Oh, remember them days, Tom, mate. Remember them.
Oh, yes. We won't get in those. Banoshi picks the balls up, tries to go past his man, and free kick given. No free kick. The referee said play on. No. We're going to probably be a few minutes of injury time, especially with the VAR. Ball to Bassett at the back, to Smith Rowe. The ball's on behind's on, plays down the line. Robson cuts in. JJ comes across, plays it off Robson. Goal kick. Well played, James Justin. Great defending there. Just
3-1 Leicester now. Vardy, and when the ex-Palace legend to score in his debut. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Did Anderson start? Is Anderson playing? He's not, is he? They just signed from Palace.
I don't think so. No, I don't know if he's on the bench.
Fee, this isn't true, by the way. Fee, it's actually new content. So get your facts right, Fee. It's not the same. It's not the same content. It's new stuff. You're wrong.
It's new content on a new platform for extra content and stuff like that. Fee. It's nothing to do with what we do free. The free stuff will still be free, and we'll still be doing it on Facebook. But we are also running the Patreon, where yes, there is a monthly fee, but you're getting a lot more into context every single day of the week, near enough now, with more reviews and different stuff on there. Ball forward. Oh, Abdul again dives in. Referee plays on because he's got the ball. Awobi into the box. Steps over Pereira, clears by Christensen. That was where you see the youngness of Abdul there, because he dived in. It's another one of those. He dived in too quickly. I'm trying to get the app up, see if I can find it. There we go. You can't see it. It's on there, Locks.
Yeah, the second one on the bottom row. Yeah.
There we go. Patreon, download the app, put in Leicester Fan TV, sign yourselves up. Fulham come forward again, and did he wins a goal kick? Did it go off the Fulham player? Yes, he did. Great play by Wolfen Didier, a good man. Blackburn are losing. Blackburn are losing at home to Oxford.
Blimey.
Oxford had a great start to the season so far.
654 people watching. Whoever's on YouTube, if you just hit the like button, hit subscribe as well, that'd be great. That is free. That takes a second of your time. So if you can do that, that'd be amazing.
Imagine Bobby scoring in the last minute. Oh mate, that would be brilliant.
Hey, maybe this sets up an IU debut as well, mate, in the second half to get a goal.
It would just be that, wouldn't you? If there was someone scored the winner in the 90th minute.
To shut up all the people who've been slagging the signing off. You know what I mean?
Oh mate, like you say, I think we're all. Like I've said my opinion. I'm happy enough with the signing of a player of his experience, but I think for me, someone, for that value of money, I'm expecting a little bit younger kind of player to be coming the door. I'm just looking at this challenge, Abdul's challenge. Ooh.
Did he go in with his elbow there, mate?
I don't know what he's caught. I think he's caught his foot onto his hand. I think when he goes over, I think Abdul's foot lands on his wrist, on the Robinson's wrist, because he's holding it at the moment. There'll be 4 minutes of added time, but obviously, let's put it this way, it'll be longer than that now because Robinson's still down. Let's run through the scores in the Premier League anyway while we've got a break. So it finished early in the 12th at kickoff. Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. It's currently Palace 0, West Ham 0. shouldn't let Ayew go. He would have scored for you there. Fulham 1, Leicester 1, obviously. Manchester City 3, Ipswich 1. Southampton 0, Forest 0. Spurs 2, Everton 0. And obviously the late kickoff is Villa versus Arsenal.
That'll be a good one, mate. That will. Villa Arsenal. Be a good match, that will. Look forward to that. Imagine Bobby, Skip or Ayew in the last minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, mate, and Locks has left the building. He must have a problem with his internet. Yeah, I mean, I'd have taken a 1-1 draw.
If you take that, if you take a 1-1, I would have before the game.
Yeah, I would have taken a point before the game. I predicted a 2-1 win for Leicester. That's what I said this morning. I was confident. I thought we would, after the performance the other day, I thought we'd put in a bit better performance. We haven't so far, and we need to up our game, in my view, because we can't have another 45 minutes like we have today in every Premiership game, mate, to get going. Again,
but for me, sorry, mate, I was just going to say, for me, it's undoubtedly that we have grown into the game slightly.
Oh, yeah, Abdul cuts inside, gets into the box. Oh, he gets the ball trapped under his foot. You've got to get it first time, Abdul, even on that right-hand side, mate. You've done the hard part. You've got it past your man. I know they know what you want to do. They know you want to cut onto that left-hand side. There's going to be games. Round the corner, Bobby Reid flicks it again. Tries to keep it, can't win it. Blassie wins it. Free kick because Banashi's jumped into someone who's about 4 times the size of him. Apparently that's a foul now if you jump even though you're jumping to win the ball, apparently because you've ran into the man, that's a foul, even though you've sort of got a flick on. Yeah, okay, ref. Banassi's like tiny compared to Calvin Bassey, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying you can't keep going into games and do it. I mean, look, the one thing that gives me confidence staying up this season so far is something that we didn't have the season when we went down. Is that even though we're going a goal down, we still are coming back in games. You know, that's 2 games in a row that we've gone behind and come back. You know,
looks like that's half time, by the way, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we're just about there, referee. Mads smashes it long. Tete clears it at the back. Head full by Christian. Vardy tries to win it but can't get there first, and the referee will play for our time. And somehow Leicester City are drawing this game a football match. I don't know how. Let's quick flip through what happened in the first half. First minute half, Leicester came out, looked like they were up for it. Fulham then obviously settled into the game, had the better of the chances. 9 minutes in, Bobby Reid takes a long range shot from the edge of the area. Goalkeeper tips it right. Then Leicester, 1 ball down the channel. Leicester get caught out. Adnan Traore then cuts in through the pitch, so it gets to the edge of the D on the halfway line. Plays a lovely ball into Smith Rowe because JJ's overrun with Iwobi and Smith Rowe on that left-hand side or the right-back position. Cuts into the box and left foot bends it back across Mads into the top corner. It was all Fulham then, and Fulham had 2 or 3 very, very good chances. 41 minutes come, and there comes the controversial stuff, as some will say. A corner whipped in by Banashi, is headed home down into the ground and headed home by Faz. Liner puts it flying up, completely understands it, goes to VAR, and Leicester City award the goal. The goal was queried because I think they were saying Vardy was standing in front of the line of sight of the goalkeeper on review. When you'll see it later on Match of the Day, Vardy's nowhere near in the line of sight, and Wout Faz has out-jumped 2 men to head the ball into the back of the net. Fulham then obviously get back into the game very quickly and have another half chance, what's deflected up and Mads catches. But the moral of the story is it's been very much similar to Spurs. Leicester can't get a foot on the ball and keep giving it away. I think the word most you've put in there, if we need to change something, that's 2 games now in both 45 minutes, but we've been outpassed and outplayed a game of football, and something has to change. 1, you can accept 2 games in a row, something needs to change, or some of the players need to change to make something happen a bit different, because we can't keep playing 45 minutes like that and then waiting for the second half to kick on.
Yeah, are you having a little break, mate?
Let's take us to 5 for drink and toilet break, mate, all right?
Yeah, I'll get my drink when you're back, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Let's get some of the comments on screen then, what people think to the first half. I felt confident and said 4-1 Fulham. We need to sign Wood back, Dan says. What's that all about? Carlos is here. Afternoon, guys. Not a bad half, but we've hung in there. Dan says, fingers crossed for a City win. 1-1 half time is something to build upon. See you second half, Boho says. Yeah, get your comments in, obviously, as I said. Let us know what you thought to the first half, how you think it went. Would you make any subs at half time, or do you think we give it another 10, 20 minutes? What do you think to that? Let me know. Nathan Chapman says, indeed, he has to be dropped, I'm afraid to say. The value of having a good corner taker. Dawn says, do you think Skip will come on? I don't think he'll come on at half time, but I think he will come on eventually. Yeah, I'm guessing you're referring to who? Yeah, who was the corner? Was it Buonanotte? Somebody tell me, please. I can't even remember. Who was it? Let me see if I've got it here. I'm guessing it was Buonanotte. But I can't seem to find the information, so let me know. I don't think Cooper would want a target man. Well, yeah, Jordan Ayew is like a pressing forward kind of player. He's not an out-and-out number 9. He's not Jamie Vardy or someone like that. He's more of a workhorse up there, I think. So that's a different profile for sure. Need to get Mavididi on for Bobby and Skip for Ndidi. Oh yeah, you do think he would want? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Mavididi. That's an interesting one. I think Bobby's been okay again, really. Same as the Spurs game. I just think he was okay. Nothing special. There's been a few moments there where the ball fell to Bobby De Cordova-Reid, and I kind of wish that it was Mavididi that it was falling to, if you get me. So yeah, I'd agree with that. The Skip Ndidi thing, I was sure that Skip was going to start, and I think Ndidi struggled because they've kind of pressed. They've pressed, like they've done a 2-man press on Harry Winks. They're kind of leaving Ndidi in open space, and he's still kind of lashing at it and giving it away. I don't know. It's a bit frustrating. It really is. Yeah, we need to just be better on the ball and with the ball, in possession, in my opinion. Fullbacks getting whipped. Yeah, why is Mavididi not started? I just think it's purely technical. My bad. I think it's purely tactical, Darkest. I think that's all it is really with Mavididi. I think he wanted Bobby De Cordova-Reid there. I think Bobby's kind of more inclined to track back. I think he's probably a harder worker than Mavididi. But then obviously playing him, you miss out on Mavididi's little moments of magic, as we've seen plenty of times before. As I just said a second ago, many times already, the ball's fallen to De Cordova-Reid, and I just wish it was Mavididi who had it to maybe try and take on a man and try and bend one in the far right. You know what I mean? So yeah, keep getting your comments in, guys. Don't stop. Don't stop getting your comments in. Just keep feeding them. Me and Tom need something to talk about for the next 10 bloody minutes. Get your comments in. Come on, we need something to talk about. Nathan said it's panic stations every time Ndidi gets on the ball. That's my thing. Has Cannon gone then? I think he will be soon. Just before we get Tom back, where is Mavididi surprise not started? Again, I just think it's purely tactical for me. I think we'll see him in the second half at some point. Everton losing and Ipswich. Hopefully Chelsea slip up too. And finally, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so let's get. Are you ready, Tom? Yeah. Right, I'm going to switch with Tom, and I'm going to go and get myself another beverage. So I'll be back in a few, mate.
No problem, mate. Like I say, get your comments in, guys. 700 on the air now. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us, as always. What a laugh, what a crack. Back in the Premier League, you know. It's never easy. But again, like I said, you can't play 45 minutes of football like that and expect to win football matches. You know, it doesn't happen. So we've got to pull something out of the bag. We've got to do better the second half. Get your comments in. Dirk says, we don't deserve to be level, but we'll take it. Must do better than that, especially Vestergaard being pulled out of position like for the third goal. Yeah, again, that goal comes from one ball down the line because Christian's obviously pushed up, and then, you know, we've all shuffled over. Faz is over, Vestergaard's over, and Justin's over. What leaves then JJ with a 2-on-1 because Traore's cut onside and Faz and done him for fun. And Vestergaard has to come out a bit. Yeah, we can't keep doing that. You can't keep playing 45 minutes with a slow start either, and it doesn't help. As mentioned earlier, Diddy off the pace, not being positive. Bobby CM looking lightweight in first half. Adol makes a lot of decisions. Would like to see Mavididi, Skip and Ayew have a break in the second half. Yeah, again, I think Mav, and Diddy's a tricky one. We all know what he offers. He's great at winning the ball back. And before his long couple of injuries he wasn't bad with playing the ball. He could do the basics well. But at the moment in time, like, he gives the ball away too easy in cheap position. Ren says, do you think Vardy and you for IU and Winks for Skip and Bobby for Mav? I wouldn't take Winks off. I think Winks is the danger man. But obviously, he's not going into the game as much as we will want him to. Fulham are doing the job they need to, and that is to stop Winks getting the ball. Whoever you bring on, they'll do exactly the same to. So for me, if you took Ndidi off, Skip is probably a better ball playing midfielder than Ndidi is, and he also can win the ball back. But that one time where Fulham switch off and give the Winks the ball, if he can make something happen, it could be crucial in this game. So I would leave Winks on for that. I think Winks is too crucial to the way we play. Are the Americans still going to do live stream? At some point, the American is going to do a live stream. Michael is somewhere. I know he will do them at some point. I do love Mike. He's good laugh. Winks has been decent in my opinion. He is. I get it. Fulham have just got their game plan spot on. Whoever you bring on, they're still going to stop Winks doing what they were doing. So you might as well leave Winks on for me in that one. No chance we'll survive with this play. No pressure. Keith, it's a tricky one because we always know it's going to be difficult, but we're not making it easy for ourselves. I completely agree with you on that. You can't give teams 45 minutes of playing football around you, but Wicks didn't touch the ball. There was times where he did. There's time we weren't, but you just got to have him on the pitch for that one or two crucial times that happened. I mean, I don't get you. Even if you take Winks off, whoever plays the Winks role, Fulham will do the same job too. That's what I'm trying to say. If you take Winks off and you put Skip in there, they'll mark Skip because they're not bothered about Ndidi because they know he hasn't got their range of passage. So for me, I've taken Ndidi off, put Skip on, leave Winks there as the deadly option, but you know that Skip has got a pass on him when he can as well. And Ndidi needs to be dropped at half time. Again, I completely agree. Giving the ball away too cheaply most of the game. There was a couple of nice passes down the line, but yeah, it gives the ball away too quickly for me. Giving too much respect completely. And if you listen to Vardy's interview after the Tottenham game, they talked about, Vardy said we had to get in their faces. We couldn't let them play the football they were playing. That was the biggest problem. We were giving them too much time on the ball. We weren't letting them, we're letting them do what they wanted to do. And it's sort of the same problem we've had again. We've let them do what they wanted to do in it. Chester says, to me, it just seems Fulham are outclassing us. We have been god awful, need to improve. Second, again, it's the same as the Spurs game. We're not getting the ball. And the problem is when you get the ball in the Premier League, you've got to somehow try and retain the possession and use it. We don't use that ball enough. We get the ball and then we panic. Keith, hope Cooper has the balls to give a few rollickings. Need Skip and Ayew, Mavadidi on. Again, yeah, I think there's a few changes could happen. Craig, while they are only on stopping Winks, someone else needs to step up. Ndidi's doing that at the moment. Isn't doing that at the moment. I completely agree. And that's where, for me, I would bring Skip on. People say take Winks off. Yeah, but when Winks get that one chance, he can make something happen. I think if you bring Skip on, it will give us another dimension to this team in the middle of the park because Skip can play that ball. That's the thing about it. Skip is a ball-playing midfielder. And Ndidi isn't a ball-playing midfielder. He's a ball-winning midfielder. Keith again says, given too much. Yeah, it is frustrating. It's very, very echo and similar to Tottenham the other night, where we're giving the ball away so cheaply. We can't retain possession. It just can't happen like that,
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I think this is a really big half, in terms of a sign of things to come. I mean, I know we obviously fought back in the second half against Tottenham, and we actually played well. I still don't think, Tom, we're playing well. I don't think we're playing as good as we did in the second half against Spurs. I don't know about you. I think, yes, we've scored, but let's be honest. Scoring from a corner isn't a sign that you're playing well. It's that's just a sign of taking a chance.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. The first half performance of the game is not good enough for Premier League. Let's put it that way, relax. That's the simple way to sum it up. If you want to stay in the Premier League and you want to do better than Sheffield United, Burnley and Luton, you've got to play better than that first two halves against Tottenham and Fulham, because other teams will steamroll us and will take their chances and will make more chances. We've got to switch on from the start. And somehow that's 2 games in a row we start the same lineup, we keep saying. And for me, when things aren't working after 2 games, the manager has to have the audacity to go, it hasn't worked. Right. How do I change it? Who do I need to change on the pitch? Look, the obvious one is obviously Ndidi's not winning the ball as much as we need him to. But when he does win it, we're giving the ball away too much. So he's the obvious one who has to come off. Winks is your quarterback for me. You can't not have Winks in this team. He's the thing that makes it tick. And although people say he's not on the ball that much, it means that Fulham are man marking him. There's other spaces on that pitch, that means to me. You've got to look at it in that way. Yes, he's not getting the ball because everyone's man marking him, but it means there's got to be other positions on that part where someone else is not being marked because Winks has got 2 people on him. So Leicester need to find a solution to that by how they're going to get the ball to that other person and run at teams. As the plays come out for the second half, can't see any changing. Are you still fully in his substitutes? I can't see that changing.
Tom, I was just going to say, I saw a comment here which said, obviously, giving teams too much respect is so frustrating. I think, if you do it and you don't concede, it's a good thing, right? But that's twice now, 2 halves where we have conceded from it. So I think that's the point now where Cooper needs to think, all right, maybe we do need to do something slightly different in the first half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course you do. Like I said, you've got to be able to see it. I mean, Craig's putting there, I don't agree that we've been out of class. No, I'm not saying we have been out of class, mate, completely. But you've got to play better in the Premier League than that if you want to stay in the Premier League. There's levels in the Premier League, and if you're not up with them, teams will absolutely play you off the park. I just feel like, again, say it's frustration. There's 2 games in a row that we've not turned up. Luckily in this one, we're going in at 1-1. I mean, the lads were coming off smart, coming back on the pitch, smiles on the faces. But we can't sit here and say we deserve to be drawing at half time, Craig. And you can't sit there and say Leicester deserve to be drawing at half time. We've done well to get a set piece, and it's worked and scored from it. Bar that, we've had 1 shot on target, and that was a long range effort after 9 minutes from Bobby Reid. You've got to do more. We've got to keep that ball better. It's all right defending like we have, and we have defending well. Let's not sit here and say slate the team completely. And this is what I'm not doing that anyway. As a team, we are defending well, but you ain't going to win football matches by just defending well. We saw that when we won the league. We defended well, but we had a purpose going forward. There was momentum. You got the ball. We knew where we were going to play with it. At the moment, it's very frustrating. We get the ball, and when we get the ball, we don't seem to know what to do with it. We don't know where we're going with it. It's very much off the training ground where we play it forward or back or side to side. But there don't seem to be a purpose of how we're going to get that ball in the net. And if you don't score goals, you ain't winning football matches. That's where I think the frustration lies. You can't just rely on defending for 90 minutes and picking up points that way.
Yeah, absolutely right. Second half started.
Yeah, back underway. Fulham kick-off. Smith Rowe goes a long way. And again, Fulham there, no nonsense. Just smash it forward. Play it back, hit it forward. And again, on the ball straight away. Keep the ball. Ball's in behind. Pereira switches it to Iwobi on the right-hand side. Abdul comes over and closes him down. But again, like I say, Fulham didn't play off the back there. They just won balls forward and they won the second ball. They won the flick down. There was no cleverness of it. It's just basic football that works.
And that's something that we were better at in the second half against Spurs with winning the second ball, right? We just seemed a bit more determined to actually get there and win it, and things went our way a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, a long ball forward. Christians heads it straight back into the middle of the park, and Fulham pick it up. Keith says, cheer up, lads, we're unbeaten so far. Oh, mate, I'm not negative. There's no negativity in what I'm saying. It's reaction to what I can see and what, if you want to stay in the league, if we want to stay in the league, we've got to be doing. Headed away. Oh, and it was an own goal by Vestergaard. It clips. Well, it literally crisps the net. It was a ball written by Iwobi. He cuts inside. He bends it towards the goal. Vestergaard flicks it. Mads has got no chance. If it's on target, it's dropping in, and it drops in the far post. It's a goal. He glanced it over the bar, and it just crisps onto the top of the net. Fulham corner, 46 played. It'll be another outswinger. Everyone at the edge of the box. Everyone piles in, swinging, headed away by Vaz, who flicks it towards the back post. Smith Rowe on the ball in the box, comes down the channel. Wolf comes out for him. Abdul comes out. Just can't calm yourself, Abdul. Don't dive in. Ball whipped in by Robson. Head away by Vestergaard. Big header. Gets it up to the halfway in half of Leicester. Back to Abdul Traore. Cuts inside his man again. Kicks the ball. Leicester need to get out again. Leicester again. Vardy chasing man. Bassey comes in. Plays it to Robson on the left back position. Robson comes forward. Cuts inside. Goes to the centre of the park. Fulham have started how they started the first half. Leicester can't get near them. Ball round the corner, gives it away. Poor ball by Adam Traore. They had a 2-on-1 there, and he should have done better. And Didi Near gives the ball away on the inside his own box. Abdul runs across his box, and Near gives the ball away again. Christian picks it up. Referee gives a free kick at foul on Abdul. Very, very panicky start to the second half again. Not seem to settle at half time, and very much similar, giving the ball away cheaply, can't keep the ball when we do get the ball. Again, look at Fulham, they're pushing. We've gone all
How
the way
long
back.
do you think? I was going to say, how long do you think Cooper gives it before looking at his bench?
Well, 1-1 he'll stay. I think he'll go to about 60 odd minutes, and then I think you'll see the changes. I don't think Vardy will stay as long as he did the other night. You know, he's only had a 4 or 5 day turnaround to get back for this, so Leicester lose the ball, flick it forward, and Diddy steps in, wins it back. That's where Diddy does the basic well. He wins the ball back. Leicester give the ball away. Ball goes wide. Faz loses it. Traore into the box and over the crossbar.
Very, very, very. I don't know. Messy. That's fast. Very messy.
I think you're slightly in front of me there, Locks, by the sounds of it.
Oh, really, mate?
Oh, no, I don't know. Yeah, because you saw that before I did. Mads plays out for the back. Vestergaard tries to flick it with his back foot, gives it to Roy, he lays it into Maz, and yeah, it should have been a goal down, let's put it the way.
Got away with that one, eh?
Oh, massively. Massively got away with it. Let's have the ball. Bobby Reid goes forward, finds Banoshi round the corner. Throw to Leicester? No, throw to Fulham, came up Banoshi. I mean, someone put Vestergaard scares me there, but Vestergaard hasn't done anything wrong. You know, Vestergaard's not the one who gave the balls to Wout Faz, and why is Wout Faz there trying to flick the ball to Christensen? And Diddy wins the ball back. That's the right thing to do. Referee, there's got to be a free kick there. No, referee didn't give anything. Justin on the ball, ploughs forward, goes forward again. Abdul cuts inside. Lovely ball round the corner. Oh, it's a great ball by Justin. In between the centre halves and the fullback. Bends it towards the goal, but Bert Leonard comes out and collects it. It was a lovely ball. If Vardy could just got in front of his a little bit early, probably would have got a toe on that. Again, needlessly playing out from the back though, mate. That's what caused that chance. We didn't need to play around there. And for me there, the worst bit is Faz trying that stupid flick.
Yeah.
What, you just don't.
Uncalled for. Yeah.
Let's just start again from the back. You can see what Fulham are doing with the press. You know, we've got away with a couple now where we're trying to play from the back. Winks on the ball. First time in a long time Winks has got on the ball. Again, Leicester playing out for the back. Vestergaard forward into Bobby Reid with an awful touch. Fulham pick the ball up again. Here comes Traore. Comes to the edge of area, shoot, deflected up Wout Faz, another corner. And 5 minutes into the second half, and we're following the same pattern of the first. It is all Fulham. We are giving the ball away. Ball in from Vestergaard isn't a bad idea, but the touch from Reid, I mean, it was a heavy pass into him, but you still expect a professional footballer to try and trap it better than that. Such a poor touch from Bobby Reid. Cullen's corner to Fulham. It'll be an outswinger again. Again, Fulham charging from the edge of the area. Ball swinging, headed over the crossbar. Goal kick to Leicester.
More turnovers than a bloody bakery. And these ones aren't filled with bacon and cheese, which is a shame.
Leicester play out from the back. Vestergaard goes and Diddy out to Christensen down the left. Charge forward inside to Bobby Reid. He goes out wide. Poor pass again. Tried to fire Abdul. You've got to get the ball in the air, Bobby. You can't play it on the floor. Someone with the quality of Robson stepped in, and now Fulham are right up inside our goal mouth towards the goal edge of the area on the right hand side. Chipped it towards the back post. Mads will come out and collect. Good goalkeeping by Mads Hermansen.
Been a bit more of a quiet game for Buonanotte today, mate.
Yeah,
So far.
He's not really got into the game as much as, again, Fulham have really stepped on him very quickly when he's had the ball. Leicester playing out from the back and nearly give it away again. Still Southampton 0, Forest 0, 54 played there. Leicester playing out from the back, playing it round. That's better. He got themselves into a triangle. Bonoshi picks the ball up. Now he goes to Diddy. Diddy then spends it right to Christensen. Looks the ball down the line, can't find it down the line to Vards. Now and Diddy plays it down the line to Vards. Vards will pick the ball up. Vards takes a heavy touch and it runs out for a throw to Fulham. Just not getting the rub of the green at all with the little touches at the moment. Fulham take the throw and go back into their half. Bassett, but the ball goes wide to Robinson. Robinson picks up. Calvin Bassett again plays it across the park. Goes out towards Tete. Will it? No, it'll come back across again. Test the left-hand side, the touchline. They'll charge forward. He'll find Iwobi skips past Justin. No, Justin gets in front of a man and that'll be foul. Well played, Justin.
Nice.
Iwobi flicked it over him and thought he could have the legs on Justin. Justin just got going quicker and came across him and it's a free kick to Leicester. Do you think that Cooper playing Raid because he brought him under him because of what he's seen of Mavidi doing better? I think it's the experience that he's got, Bobby Reid, if I'm honest with you. I generally think that's it. I don't think it's about who's a better player. I think it is Christian plays one in behind. Vardy into goal. Poor touch by Vards. Flicks off his head. He can't get in. Flag goes up anyway. He was offside.
Mate, I think we're going to see Jordan Ayew in the next 15 minutes. You know, I've got a feeling.
Well, like you said, Vards can't play 2 games in a week. I mean, the ball in behind is the right idea. Christian does it. But the problem is it's in the air again. Bounce up away from Vardy. He can't get the touch in front of him. That's the problem. The ball touches and goes to the right of him. He can't get it in front. He goes in front, he's through on goal. But he's offside anyway. Tom Bonotti means good night. Might be easier to pronounce that, mate.
Tom, I'll tell you what, mate. The easiest way, Facundo. It's easy, man. Facundo.
Facundo.
Okay.
How do you pronounce his last name then?
It's Buonanotte.
Buonanotte. Thank you.
Buonanotte. Yeah,
Buonanotte.
Tom needs a little cue card in front of him with the pronunciation, I think.
I might normally quite good with them. God, if Jamie was trying to pronounce them, then we would have a problem. Buonanotte. Right, there we go. We'll get there. Look, it's only his second game. Gives a chance.
Yeah. I see. I say Buonanotte, but if I'm spelling it, I just say Facundo. It's so much easier.
Facundo's easier.
Bobby making too many mistakes. Could be another down by now. Yeah. Probably not. So, yeah.
Buonanotte. There we go.
Still no goals in the second half in the Premier League. Very quiet.
No, very quiet. Newport 2, Accrington 1, just for a laugh. Pereira to take his free kick for Fulham. 54 played. Ball whipped towards the back post. Headed back across the goal. Bobby gets the ball. But again, he's got no options. He's got no options. Christian then gets closed down, finds them. Did a good bit of play there by Victor Christian. Charlie Ford. But again, he has to go backwards. Winks picks the ball up, plays it around the corner, gives it away this time. Again, the idea is there, but they're just not getting right. Here come Fulham. Plays it in behind. Abdul, oh my God, what's he doing there?
What?
Abdul Fatu just double foots the football out for a corner to Fulham. He literally jumps off the floor. The ball slid in behind. If he mixes this wrong, that's a penalty.
It's like the game against Cov, mate. Remember the Coventry game last season?
What is he doing there? I mean, I know you want to get the ball out, but you can't jump off the floor and 2-foot the ball.
Jesus Christ.
Cambridge United 2, Blackpool 4. Blackpool looking for their first win of the season, by the way, under a new manager, former Derby player, Keown, after Blackpool sat their manager in the week. Tete with a header and it goes over the crossbar. Should have done better there.
Do you think there's anywhere? Do you think there's any possibility, or where? I mean, where would you put Fatu? Would you make room for Fatu? I don't know.
It's a trick. Winks wins the ball back. Well played, Harry Winks. Steps into the middle of the park and picks the ball up quite well there. Vestergaard on the ball. Goes back to Mads. Leicester trying to start from the back again. Victor Christensen. Mads had just played it long. Victor flicks it on. But again, it puts him under problem. Vardy picks the ball up. Plays down the line. Reed picks it up. He's onside.
Nice.
Rule go down the line. Reed comes inside. Can he find Vard's ball? Back to Bellinotte. Back to Vard's. Oh, defender gets it. Vard has a shot.
Yeah.
And there's a magpie in the bloody picture. Get out of the way.
Decent counter attack there.
It was better. That was the first time we've had a go at them. Ball down the line to Iwobi. Gets it on the left hand side. Pulls it back to Robinson. Robinson back to Iwobi. Cuts inside again. We know what he wants to do. He wants to get onto his right. Pereira comes back to the left. Finds Smith Rowe. Back inside Salic. Back inside to Pereira. And Diddy jumps in and wins it. Winks then get it back. Leicester playing out from the back, and hospital ball by Diddy. Played it across the park. Abdul does a turn and wins a free kick, but blind started there. Diddy didn't even look to make sure that was passes on, as they show the replay of the counter at Leicester, and it was good. Bobby Reed down the left, comes inside. Find Bellinotte, back to Vardy. Vardy tries to play it to Abdul. That's where the ball was going. Abdul was on the overlap on the far hand side. Couldn't get it. He gets a block. If he doesn't get a block, as Steve Cooper gives his instructions to Jordan Ayew, so don't think it'll be long before he came on. I said 60-minute mark, and I think I could be spot on here. Bonucci steps in. Vardy's in on goal. He can't get away. Abdul goes wide. Bonucci. Vardy. So sloppy with the ball.
Yellow card, who's up for?
Victor Christensen pulls back his man, and it'll be a yellow card. Yeah, every day of the week, twice on a Sunday. You can't do that, Victor. Victor gets beaten for fun and literally pulls the man down. That was a good little play from Leicester. But again, the final ball, the final decision, the final pass, the final third is just not up to scratch. Yeah, I mean, Tete does him for fun, and Victor knows that he's down. He just yanks him back straight away. It's going to be a free kick. Final decision making. That is what we've got to sharpen up. You can't defend like this in games and think you're going to get away with it without taking the chances when they come to you.
We have an irritating habit of having to warm up to each half.
The warm up before the game isn't good enough now, Lux, I don't think.
No.
778 of you now watching. Thank you so much. And again, come over and watch us on the Patreon. For £3, you get extra content each and every week. It's a great.
The Harry Winks signed shirt.
And you could, if you buy 1 month entry, there's a chance for you to win a signed Harry Winks shirt. Go over to the page, have a look. The video's up there. Need to start getting the video on here so people can see what you could win. But just by paying £3, you are signing up for more content, but also sign up for a chance to win a signed Harry Winks shirt. Ball through the middle of the park. Vestergaard, no nonsense there. Just smacks it forward. Yeah. Fulham looking a little bit frustrated from the Sherlocks, would you say, the last 5 to 10 minutes with the way things are going, Not many forward balls as they were doing before. A lot of playing around at the back in the middle of the park. Now, a long ball forward, Victor Christian goes up. The referee gives nothing. He wants a foul in the back. Faz kicks it out for a corner. I think he thought there was a foul there as well, but referee's not giving anything.
Yeah. No, I hear you, Matt. I think they have been a bit frustrated, though. I think we need to make it count, though. Let's not do anything silly. Let's hopefully somehow nick a goal during this frustrating period. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Is there any rumours? Ball to be whipped in, right-footed, outswinger. Maurice with a scissor kick in the box and goes wide. But again, how's he got so much room to give a scissor kick? That's not good for Leicester. He just hangs back. Everyone piles in. Justin loses man, and Moritz scissor kicks it over the crossbar. Is there any rumours on how many points will be deducted? The rumours I'd heard is it could be anywhere from 7 to 14. That's the one that Akonsi kept hearing was 7 to 14. Reed loses the ball. Smith Rowe in the middle of the park. He's only got one option down the left, and that is Iwobi. Cuts inside of his man, tries to skin him, doesn't get past him, and just goes out wide anyway. Iwobi to Reed. headed away by Wout Faz, edge of the area. Vardy flicks it, can't get it away though. Still can't get away. Abdul then gives the ball away. Bonatti steps in, gives a free kick to Smith Rowe, catches him on the heels.
Is this a Jordan Ayew debut? I think it is. So
Yeah.
Robbie's echoed over Reed.
I got it spot on, mate. 60-minute mark. Reed goes off.
Wow. For Matt, it's not even Mavididi coming on, mate. It's Ayew. That's interesting, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, I like the comments. I'd pull Christian out. He's booked, switch just into left back and put Ricardo on. I completely agree with you. There's still half an hour to go in this game, plus injury time, and fair play to the Fulham fans who give Reed a standing ovation, by the way, as he went off the pitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, so are you on there with Vardy? You know, we thought maybe it would replace Vardy, but no, he's there with Jamie Vardy.
His first job is to go in the line to defend this free kick, which stood over by Pereira and Iwobi. So there's two options. It could be a left footer, and it can be a right footer. I presume it'll be Pereira. I think Pereira will be the main target here. He'll be in it with his right foot bending towards the goal. Yeah, Iwobi steps over it. Plays it short to Smith Rowe. He clips it down the line back to Iwobi, and it'll run out from a corner. Another one of those little set pieces they tried. It hasn't worked this time.
Just in the break of play, mate, I'll put this on screen here.
For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
There we go. So there's the details for the Patreon, like Tom's mentioned a couple of times.
Exactly.
Still no goals in the second half. Oh no, West Ham have scored. Thomas Souček against Crystal Palace.
Thomas Souček has scored, yes. 1-0.
They need Ayew, mate. Palace do.
Free kick. Ayew wins a free kick, his first touch of the ball. And he's just told the Leicester players to calm down. This is where I think you'll see the experience come in of him. Not rushing, just calm it down, boys. Take the chances when they come.
That was Ayew who did that, was it?
Yeah, Ayew just literally put the ball on the floor and just puts his hand saying, calm, keep calm here now. Victor Christian, left-footed, takes it short to Vestergaard. To Wink, sorry. I don't get this. Now we've got to go backwards. Ball in behind. Can we flick it on? No, we can't. Bonatti can't win it, but he can win the ball back offside. This is where you've got a proven free kick. You've got a ball on the left-hand side. Yes, it's got to be swung in, but when you've just sent Wout Faz and Vestergaard all the way up there and we play it short and we don't even get the ball into the box, got to do more than that. You know, he brought a set-piece coaching. What was that? You've scored from a set-piece. Prove that they can be got at. Why is it Mavididi? I do not know what Mavididi's done. I don't know why. All pre-season he was playing different roles. Playing up front, he was playing 10. He played a striker for Daka, but he can't get on the pitch. I don't know if it's the tracking back that Cooper doesn't like. I suppose Cooper's. Mavididi. Did he lose it? Smith Rowe into the box, comes to the edge of the area. Leicester got to get your foot on the ball. Goes out wide to Tete. Christian will come out right on the edge of the area. Clears it off. It'll be another Fulham corner.
Mate, I've seen enough of Ndidi now, man. Honestly, just get him off. Get a skip on, mate. And yeah, obviously, Rene B makes a good point here, Tom. Same as the Spurs game. Maybe Mavididi is come on and replace Vardy up front. Maybe
I can't see Vardy lasting more than 5 more minutes, mate. Like 2 games in a week. Was it 70th minute when he came off against Tottenham? Was it ball whipped in by Pereira? Another header. Fulham win another header, and Didier clears it. Surely that's a foul there, referee. No, referee doesn't give anything. Says play on, and Diddy with his arms out moaning, he's not got a free kick. Be stronger than Diddy there. But Fulham take a quick one. Go inside again. Vardy tries to push up. Abdul comes out downstairs. Iwobi down the line. Pereira.
Just under the cosh again all of a sudden.
Throw to Fulham again. Yeah, Leicester are definitely in the cosh. The last 5 minutes after we just fed, Fulham look frustrated. It's like they've gone into another gear now. Same again. Fulham going down the right hand side this time. Fidamda Traore to Tete. Back to Traore. Tries a little 1-2. Tete down the line. Victor Christian comes over and cover, and he'll try and see it out. No, he'll have to keep it in. Wins a foul. Good play, Victor Christian there. Felt the little touch and goes down. Relieve the pressure. But we've got to keep the ball better, mate. Like you say, you can't play in the Premier League and not keep the ball. Still Tottenham 2, Everton 0, 67 played there.
Yeah, the Man City Ipswich game has gone all of a sudden quite quiet since the 16th minute. 3 goals in 16 minutes and then nothing since.
Yeah, Mads clears it long and straight out of play, gives the ball back to Fulham. Not even going
to. Wilf comes off. He's been poor and could cost us.
I'd hoped at the 75 minute mark they were going to make a shed load of changes, mate. I mean, what we're at 67 now. I'd say another 5 to 10 minutes. I would hope that we're going to see 4 or 5 changes. You've got these subs now in this game. You've got to use them.
Well, here's a question for you, Tom.
Fulham are going to change something in a minute, mate, because they've got 3 players warming up, or 2 players by the looks of it. So they're not hanging around. Ball down the line. Hang on. Run through to Matt Thomas and sidelocks.
No, I was just going to say, by the way, Forest have gone 1-0 up against Southampton. I was just going to say, if it gets to the 75th minute, mate, does Cooper, and it's 1-1, does Cooper, or maybe 80th minute, does Cooper try and roll the dice and go for the win? Or does he settle for a 1-1 draw? That's a tough one, isn't it?
I think it is a tough one, mate. I mean, like you say, I think if you'd set, like you say, you have to win your home game and get points on the road. Also, West Ham are 2-0 up. Jordan Bowen has scored. Jaden Bowen has scored. So, yeah. Jared Bowen, 2-0. I've done it today. Bananotti.
Smith Rowe coming off.
And Wilson is coming on, the ex-Liverpool player. We all know of a deadly left foot he got. And Traore is come. Adam Traore will come off as well. And on will come Tom
Kearney, who we've been linked with for the last 2 years, I think. That's great. Yeah, I agree, mate. It's a tough one. I think if we come away with 1-1, we're going to be happy, aren't we, at the end of the day? Whereas if we go for it, but then again, if we go for it and we concede on the counter, how are we going to feel? You know what I mean? It's
of course. Game. I think at the moment, mate, well, Mavadidi and Oliver Skipp are about to come on. They are on the touchline, so there's your call for when things are going to change. I presume it'll be Vardy will go off, and I think you'd say probably Wolf. Bertley has the ball, pushes it forward, goes down the line on the left-hand side, down to Iwobi. Iwobi's through on goal on the left-hand side, and he has tucked it away, deflects off Mads' arm and goes in, and it's 2-1 to Fulham. 70-minute basically in 69 minutes. Too simple again. So simple. That's 2 goals now that have come down JJ's side. As Matt said something quite explicit. He's not happy. He's unlucky. I mean, he saved it and it's bounced up and gone into the back of the net. But Tottenham 3, Everton 0, by the way. It's so simple. There's no one close Robinson. Robinson flicks it around the corner. JJ's out of position. Winks comes over. Mads gets a hand on it. It bounces down. It could have gone anywhere, but no, it bounced into the net. But again, we're so out of position. We're so out of position in that right side of the pitch. Oh, it could have gone anywhere, the deflection.
Mate, it's so frustrating to watch now because, like, when we go forward, we show good signs, but it's just not happening enough. You know what I mean? We're just, the first 15 minutes of that half, mate, we were frustrating them. And it to me, it felt like they were just in first gear, second gear. And as soon as they put it up a gear, you know what I mean?
Well, I just said literally 5 minutes ago, didn't I? I said they've just upped the gear. On has come Skipp and on has come Mavadidi. Wilf has gone off, like I said. And, oh no, Mavadidi's gone down, clutching his knee now. I think Vardy's gone off. I think Ayew's gone up front.
What happened there with Mavadidi?
Well, it was off the ball. Mavadidi went to turn and run in behind, and I think they've clasped knees by the looks of it, him and Wilson. Yeah.
Is he all right?
Oh, this sore, I think, mate. I think he just clashed his knee.
Collision, yeah.
He went to go in behind, and as Victor Christian picked the ball up, he turned to run in, and Mavadidi got checked by, I think it was Tete, or Wilson clattered into him. The referee gave a free kick in the end. But again, it's like I say, Leicester in the game, and then not Wilfie's gone off. Wilfie's still off. Benotte's gone off, mate. So Benotte and Vardy went off for the changes for Skip. Abdul shoots! Oh! It just goes over the crossbar. He's bent into that far post, and it goes over the crossbar. Abdul does his usual, cuts inside and shoots, and it's literally gone just over the crossbar. It's very close to touching the crossbar, it would have been, I think, on that one.
Sorry, did you just say Buenanotta's
gone off?
So we've got Winks and Didi and Skip?
Yeah, actually midfield.
Oh, my God. So basically, absolutely zero creativity then. Nothing.
Well, I thought Didi had gone off because when I looked at the camera a minute ago, I couldn't see him because obviously they haven't told us who was good. Well, Faz passes it back to Ahmad, who has to clear. He's been closed down. But again, and Mavadidi picks the ball up, skips past his man, and Didi back to Mavadidi. He's got no option. It just breaks down when we get to the middle of the park because there's no option. And now Mavadidi's out of position. Go forward. Abdul tries to get past his man. Robson reads it every time what he's going to do. JJ takes a quick throw, finds Winks. Back to JJ, back to Vestergaard. Leicester are just suddenly up the game in the last couple of minutes. Now they've gone a goal behind again. Ball in behind. And Ayew goes down to ease. Ref says get up, play on.
Only playing 5-10 minutes a half won't cut it. Vestergaard out position and too slow to get back. As soon as Mavadidi is on, we're playing way better. We'll see. We'll see. Mate, if you look at the quality of play, Harry Wilson and Tom Kenny, I know they're nothing special, but they're good. They're good creative players, mate, that have come on. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, you know what you're going to get with them. Oh, here we go. Mavadidi clatters into the back of Pereira and goes down. Pereira goes down, rolling around like now. Pereira's now saying, well, you've just booked something with the very similar. So referee, he's asking for a card. In the letter of the law, the player asks for a yellow card. You're supposed to give him the card for it. Yes, he catches him, and it's a foul. Probably got us. So annoying. Frustration there.
I'm just watching back this Iwobi goal, mate, just to see. So it looks to me like Justin presses his man, completely gets caught out, and then it's literally Iwobi versus Yannick Vestergaard.
Yeah, and
it's Iwobi versus Winks.
But he's so far behind, he can't catch up, mate. As it stands in the Premier League, Leicester will be 14th after 2 games, with Chelsea and Wolves still to play. At the moment, Everton, Ipswich and Palace will be on 0 points. Quick free kick taken goes wide. Same with Wolves, same with Southampton, same with Chelsea. Leicester will be 14th at the moment, but obviously Wolves and Chelsea play each other tomorrow. Victor Christian Skip gets the ball, lovely little touch of Christian, goes back though, goes to Vestergaard, over to Vestergaard after Faz, who then comes forward, goes out to Justin. Justin then picks the ball that comes inside to Winks, back to Justin. Fulham up forcing us back. Justin clips it forward, but it's to no one. Ayew can't do anything with the ball unless to lose the ball, pardon me. Ball forward to Wilson at edge of the area. We know what he wants to do. He wants to get onto that left foot. Comes back to Pereira, edge of a shot. Ball's in behind, tries it. He does find it. Victor Christian gives it away in the box. You can't do that. Pereira clips it inside to Wilson, who's in the penalty area. Finds Tete. Mavadidi closes him down. Mavadidi wins it. Well played. Mavadidi wins the ball back. Sends it forward to Ayew. Ayew then holds it up. But he's got an option. Straight in the back. Free kick, referee. Thank you very much. Mavadidi there was brilliant. Yeah, he's done well. He's brought energy to the team straight away. We all know what he's going to do. Tottenham now 4 up, apparently. And Derby are losing 2-1 at the moment to Watford. Ayew gets the ball. Goes wide, find Victor Christian early now. Get Mavadidi the ball early so he can run it, Tete. Too late. 2 man straight on him. They know how dangerous she is. This thing about it, the players were dangerous. They've not played today. Winks has not had a sniff. But again, this more now they've got 2. You can see them all panicking because they don't know where to play. Ayew, that was from Winks. Winks had a load of time on the ball there, but again, Abdul plant to and Diddy tries to play around the corner first time. Balassi comes over and then we'll clear it up the line. Flick round the corner. Oh, Mex keeps it in. Yeah, he'll keep it on the touchline. Play on. Nothing wrong with that. Forward comes Tom Kearney. Get the ball. Come on, Leicester. Fulham still have the ball. Leicester aren't impressing now. Go forward. No, Fulham just play around the back. Leicester can't get the ball. We've got just over 12 minutes to go in normal time. Leicester press those down. Abdul wins it back. Lay it off. Abdul skips inside 2-3 men and wins a free kick. But the ball was there. The ball for Ayew was on. He has to play it early. As soon as he beats his man, the ball's in behind to play on to Ayew. Got to play the early ball. Try to take on 2-3 men there. You can't do that in the Premier League and get away with it. Oh, that was another chance gone where there's a half chance getting. Abdul does all the hard work. He wins the ball back. He goes past and Diddy for fun. And then the ball should be laid in behind. Ayew's on the shoulder of the man. You play him behind the man and gets it right. Ayew's on goal, mate, there. Tete fouls him when he cuts across him. Got to do better in those positions. Got to take a chance of a 50-50 ball. If he plays it and the defender cuts it out, it's good defending. But you're not going to, when you've got 3 or 4 men in front of you, you're not going to skip past all of them and ping it in the top corner every time. We saw that in the Championship. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, here's the stats so far, mate.
58. Goal expectation, 0.3. Oh, big chances, 0. Big chances. Shots on target, 3-1.
Yeah.
Free kick. Oh, he takes a free kick. Oh, over the crossbar. Gets it horribly wrong.
So, yeah, I mean, they're not awful, to be honest with you, but if you just look at the total shots, 17 for Fulham and 6 for Leicester, that's the one there that is a bit of a worry. But yeah,
as we approach the 79-minute mark, and Raul Jimenez will come on for Moritz, who goes off.
Man, big man.
Yeah, you know what? We all know Raul Jimenez is a quality striker on his day. Frustrating, mate. You know, you get back into the game at half time and just doesn't feel like much has changed in the second half. You know, we haven't really changed the way we played. We've changed some people on the park. By the time the people have come on, we were 2-1 down there. That was the worst thing about it. Goal kick and Fulham take it short. Leicester don't really know where to go with it because Fulham want to play it out, and they do now eventually pull out. Ayew closes his man down. Ball in behind. Leicester can't win it back, and Fulham now come through the middle of the park. Ball goes wide. Iwobi's got an overlap run here by Robinson. He plays it into Robinson. Robinson across the box. Mads dives out and saves it. Great hands by Mads Hermansen there, because there's 2 Fulham players coming in behind. Now bowls it out quickly to Abdul, who's getting closed down. Lose the ball. No foul. No free kick given. Definitely not a free kick given either. Ball clipped behind to Jimenez. Gets it. Skip then comes in and wins it back. Plays it around the corner. Finds Wilfred and Diddy. Wilfred Diddy skips past his man. Best bit he's done all game. Plays up the line, but it's too long and hit and hope. Ayew comes over. He's going to get nowhere near it. But Ayew will chase him down and then fouls his man. And no, he gives no free kick. He clearly kicked his man there, Ayew. Bassey's not a happy man, but the liner is just giving a corner. He's not having any of it. He's saying you've gone down too easy there.
What's happening there? Is Marco Silva getting a yellow? Getting told off?
Yeah, Marco.
I don't know. All I can see is the ref walking towards him.
I would say Silva is going to get a yellow card for something he's obviously said. Oh, don't get me wrong, mate. It's a foul. Ayew clearly kicked his man off the park there, and obviously said something to the fourth official that he's not happy. He clearly kicked his man, though, mate. He clearly kicked his man. I'm not being funny. The lino is literally, 2 meters away from the incident. Victor Christian whips it in left-footed, headed back over the crossbar. It'll be another corner kick. 2 corners in quick succession, 81 played. Oh, come on, Leicester. Let's try and get a point on this.
Bubba says Fatiwu was becoming dangerous. I mean, Tom, again, it seems like Fatiwu was just learning in real time about what to do with his right back, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we saw that against. Yeah, I think we saw that against Tottenham. We've seen it today. It'll be Harry Winks to whip this one in towards the back post. Vestergaard's there, headed back across. No, edge of the area. Wicks comes to Fatu, shoots. He's going to go wide. Way off target.
I think Cooper needs to be held responsible. There's a few in the starting 11 that just aren't up to it, that just don't seem to be up to it. But Nick, we didn't say that at full time against Spurs, did we? You know, they seemed like they were up for it then. You know what I mean? They were resilient. They were good in the second half.
I can clearly understand why, as they're showing the replay again of the boot. I mean, does he clips his back of his heels? It's a foul. Anywhere on the park, that's a foul. You know, against Tottenham, the first half wasn't good enough, but the second half performance, before we didn't really make any changes before the goal went in, I can understand why he started the same 11. But today's, again, just hasn't been good enough. So for me, yes, you would ask the question is who do you start? But I can understand why he started the same 11 that played against Tottenham, because they turned it on in the second half. Ball flicked in, you can't get onto it. Wilford chases man, long kick by Bert Leno, he's not mucking around there. 83 played on the clock, and Mavidi flicks it back to Faz. Faz boots it up, and Fulham then once again retrieve the ball, and Leicester back to try and win the ball back. 7 minutes to go plus injury time. Leicester chasing it down. Goldie goes for a long one. Back to Tete, clears it along at the park. Headed up. Skip comes in, gets smashed off the ball. No free kick, nothing. No, doesn't need to be. Wicks win the ball back. Well played. Skip wins the ball back. And Diddy flicks around the corner. Oh, we can't get it back to him, Diddy. It's good play. Good play by Skip. That's put it this way. Skip's done a lot since he's come on the park. He's wanted the ball. He's tried to move the ball.
Yeah. McAteer coming on, someone said.
Winks has the ball again. Leicester will get him the ball more. Let's put it this way as well, by the way. McAtee will probably come on now. Yeah, McAtee's coming on. Who's coming off? I'd say it's got to be Abdul, isn't it?
Christiansen.
What?
What's he doing? What's he done here?
I mean,
unless Abdul's playing as a right wing, I don't know. Right wing, but I don't know. McAteer's left wing.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So we've gone to a back three.
He's gone to a back three, and he's gone to a back three of Justin, Vestergaard, and Faz, who's on the left hand side. Then you got Winks and Skip as your holding midfield by the look of it. And Diddy's pushed further forward, mate, by the way. He's definitely the further forward out of all those midfielders. He's on the picture now. Skip's got no option, though. Ball for Leicester. Then you've got a front four by the looks of it now with McAtee, Mavidi. Mavidi's come inside, by the way. He's playing as a second striker by the looks of it. And they'll make another change for Fulham. 5 minutes to go. Reed will come on. Who's going off? Pereira will go off for them, so they're shutting up shop, mate. They've seen Leicester's change and gone, we can win this game with what we've got.
Yeah, and hitters on the counter, eh?
Reed's a defensive midfielder. You can play as well. Oh, as I lose the pitch.
Oh. Yeah, by the way, everyone, scores around the Premier League pretty much the same as they were last time. 2-0 West Ham Palace, Fulham 2, Leicester 1, Man City 3, Ipswich 1, Southampton 0, Forest 1, Tottenham 4, Everton 0, and then Arsenal and Villa playing later on today.
Yes, just fill it for me, Locks, for a minute. I've got no.
Yeah, mate, no worries. Yeah, we tried to go down the right side with Fatu there, but we've lost it. I'm trying to play around at the back here again, mate. I don't know what. I'm just struggling to work out. It's like a back two, really, now, mate. To be honest with you, it feels like a back two. Just Vestergaard and Fast. Well, back three with Hermanson, I suppose, if you want to class him. What a waste of money that state-of-the-art training facility is, somebody said. I don't think it's the time to be talking about Seagrave. There's definitely, I agree with you, mate. Yeah. Dangerous attack. No. We've lost the ball. We've gone wide. McAteer. He's tried to cross it in. It's terrible. And it's gone straight into the keeper's hands. So, again, mate, another game goes by and still no Ricardo Pereira anywhere near the pitch. What do you make of that?
It's a strange situation, mate. You've got someone who's got all that, what he does going forward in a game like this where you're crying out for a bit more positivity from the right back position. But he can't get in near the team. That's the most strange thing about it, Ricardo should be one of the first names on the team sheet, I think we all thought when pre-season was going. We thought that he'd be the main one to start the games. You didn't see him being the one that was going to be dropped in any of the games. So if you looked at it, I think we all thought he'd be the main man, but for some reason he can't get a sniff. He literally can't get a sniff for a game of football. Well, I don't get, in my view. I generally thought he would be the one who starts week in, week out, and we'd be Ricardo Pereira right back. Yeah, it's every time on the team sheet that he'd be the one playing that position.
Attacking Fulham. Oliver Skipp did well Oliver Skipp there just kind of put pressure on Harry Wilson. It's gone out for a Leicester goal kick. What were you saying, mate? Sorry, carry on.
No, I just think we all thought that he'd be the main man on that sheet every single week. Didn't matter who was playing, he'd be the one starting. Ricardo Pereira, he's done it all this time. He'd be the main man. But for some reason, he can't get near the first team. Again, I understand, like we talked about in the first half, the defensive aspect from JJ is probably better than what Ricardo is. But from a point of attacking sense, you'd say in a game where you're 2-1 down, you want that attacking threat, and you know what you can create and score goals.
Yeah. There were calls for a penalty from Fulham fans with that pressure that Skipp put Harry Wilson under. It looks like he did grab his shirt or his arm, but the referee, it's not even gone to VAR. It looks like it's just been waved away.
Oh, I can't get a picture locked. You have to keep going, mate.
That's all right, mate. I mean, we've got less than a minute now of normal time, and then it's injury time, which I can't imagine being too long. Maybe 3-4 minutes, something like that. Leicester again building from the back with Fast and Vestergaard. Fulham really not putting us under that much pressure now at the back, so we're building up okay.
4 minutes of added time by sound of it, I've just been told.
Yeah, it's gone out wide to McAteer again, a bit scrappy there. Skipp has to come back to JJ. And it just looks like Fulham have kind of they're just sat back now, mate, just letting us mess around with it in midfield and at the back and seeing what we can do with it going forward.
Yeah, and like you say, just frustration, mate, because generally it's not been a game where we've got absolutely battered or anything. We're not conceding 4 goals. We're sitting here on a scoreline of 2-1 thinking we possibly could have come away with it, but we've conceded 2 poor goals again. And that's going to be, I think when you look back today, 2 poor goals conceded and 45 minutes of not playing well enough or taking too long to get started. I have a picture. There we go. You can't do
mine, mate. So.
You can't do that in the Premier League. Like, that's the biggest thing. You can't in the Premier League take 45 minutes to get started in every single game. We've got to switch on quicker. That's the biggest thing for me when I look back today and think about what's happened. We've lost the game.
Holland gets his hat trick, by the way.
I knew I should have picked him for the team of the triple captain. Oh well, there'll be other weeks. He'll get 5 goals and you'll not be crying then you're doing triple captain. Unless indeed he scores an equalizer, it's been a very poor game, and I can't see why he's still on. I don't get why he's still on, mate. I'm surprised he didn't go off for Skipp, and yeah, Leicester on the right, on the left-hand side. Jordan Ayew will whip one towards the back post. Foul heads. Oh, blocked. Oh, he tried to flick it and it got blocked. And McAtee wins the ball back, and the referee gives a free kick. Oh,
is it 4 minutes, mate?
Yeah, 4 minutes injury time.
So and what we on now? Just before,
played
just
90. Yeah, no, played 90 and 40 seconds.
Okay.
Well, Fad tried to flick it, but he didn't flick it with any way in purpose. It just flicked off his head and went into put it straight into the midriff for Bassey. Crystal Palace have lost at home 2-0 to West Ham. Can't see them fans have been happy, especially if they sell any more players. Championship, Norwich 1, Sheffield United 1, Leighton Orient 1, Birmingham City 2. Birmingham keep winning in the League 1, but with that team they should be. Rangers are 6-0 up over Ross County in the Farmers League. Ball go long and flicked on by Fulham, flicked away by Justin, flicked on back to him. Wolfen Ndidi wins the ball on the floor, pushes forward. He drives through the centre and Iwobi comes over and wins the ball back. Oh, referee, that's an awful tackle. That's going to be a yellow card. Tom Kearney. Awful tackle that was by him.
Who was that on, mate?
On JJ. Wolfen Ndidi breaks forward. Iwobi comes across and wins the ball back. As he wins it back, he slips over and the ball breaks and Justin flies in to win the ball back and Kearney comes flying in and wipes him out. Yeah, Iwobi got a goal side and then, Justin comes running on to the next ball and Kearney completely takes him out. 2 minutes played of the 4. Hammers Farmers League. It'll be a free kick.
It'll be a long ass season for sure.
Mate, I think we all had to sit that forward. That was always going to be the case. We look, mate. We all know what we need as fans. We need another striker in here. We need a goal threat, but not the same of our wings to whip this ball in towards the back post. And Bert Leonard comes out, punches it, goes up, no free kick given. And Did he has the ball? Shoots straight into midriff of Bert Leonard. Catches the ball. He wanted a foul, but there was never a foul. Villa versus Arsenal soon as a plus.
Yeah, that might be a bit more interesting, that one.
We've got about a minute to go. Bert Leonard takes as long as he wants, then flicks it forward. He's not mucking around. Fulham will know they've been in a game, and I don't think Marco Silva will be happy that they haven't seen this game out comfortably, because they probably should have done. They had enough chances and half chances. But, Leicester will be sitting there thinking once again, a game where it's taken us 45 minutes to get going, we can't do it. And JJ wins the ball back. Winks goes forward. Free kick. Kicking the ball away, referee. No card. Thanks for that. We've got less than a minute to go. The ball goes forward. Flicked on by McAtee. I think the full-time whistle's about to go. Ball down the line. Fulham on the attack again. Vestergaard comes over. Doesn't win the ball back. Free kick to Fulham. Oh, that will see out the game, and that will be a win for Fulham by the looks of it. Vestergaard gets booked for sliding in. I don't think he actually touched the man, if I'm honest. No, he doesn't touch the man at all. Reed gets up after rolling around on the floor. Well played, Reed. You get an Oscar for that performance. Fulham aren't a bad side, but probably is they're all decent teams in Premier League. That is the difference. The Premier League is such a gap now. Again, we're sitting here, we're only going to lose by a goal. But for me, there's 2 goals we've conceded today that they were avoidable for me. That's the thing what was frustrating today. The goals were both, it could be avoided if we could have avoided both those goals. They're too simple. Fulham play around in the corner. Referee looks at his watch once. Ball in behind. Reed goes in a goal, and the referee blows before he can take the shot away, and that'll be end. 59 minutes played in total, and Fulham have won 2-1 versus Leicester. Let's summarise the match in some ways. Very much the first half was the same as the Tottenham game. Gave the ball away too much, didn't move the ball around the park quick enough, and let Fulham have the pressure. 9 minutes in, Docker Reid had the first shot of the game properly and makes a good save for Bert Leno. Then Leicester then give the ball away, and once again, a ball down the line. Toure cut inside the middle of the park and gets it on the edge of the D in the centre circle, pings the ball out wide to Smith Rowe, runs into the edge of the area and then slots it away back across the goal into the top corner. Leicester obviously get a slice of luck just before half time with a goal after it was disallowed for being offside, but VAR was sent to have a look at it. And at that point, it was given. Wildfaz scores and Leicester are going in at the break at 1-1. We made one change, and just before we were about to bring on Mavididi and Skip, we go 2-1 down, and again it's just a simple ball just pushed up with the press. The ball's flicked in behind, and Mwobi's through on goal running towards Vestergaard with Harry Winks chasing at his heels. I can't get near him. He takes a left foot shot, goes under Mads, who gets a good hand on it, but it bounces down, back up and into the top of the net. From then on in, Leicester's had half chances and made the keeper, but they never really tested the goalkeeper enough in the second half to get the equaliser. It's going to be a long season. We've got to pick up the pace somehow. You can't start football matches. That's 2 games in a row now where the first 45 minutes have just drifted by for fun. There's 966 of you watching that. It's probably one of our biggest ones we've ever had. For that, thank you so much for watching it with us. And again, Locks, play the Patreon video so people know where to go watch the extra content, because we're on there. Come and watch us. Have a chance of winning a Harry Winks shirt, signed Harry Winks shirt. Win it.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, yeah, just before I show that Patreon video, I thought, look, Fulham are no mugs. They're a good side. They gave Manchester United a good game as well last week in the first game of the season. I thought there were positive signs again. For sure. I think defensively, of course, we've got our issues. I think one of them, Tom, is pace. When we do go forward, we get countered, and both goals were because of that. Actually, when we've actually been in a low block, in a flat back 4 with the 2 players in front, I think we've actually looked okay defensively. I think we looked all right. We looked kind of comfortable in a way. But when we try and step up the pitch, that's when the problems arise, and obviously we get countered with Vestergaard and JJ and Fast. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm a little bit concerned by Steve Cooper's substitutions, a little bit, if I'm honest. I would have, I don't know. I just don't think they were the best. If I'm completely honest, I think you should have taken Ndidi off for Skip as a like-for-like replacement. I get Facundo Buonanotte didn't have a full pre-season with us, and maybe he's lacking a bit of sharpness or whatever. But even then, I think when you take him out and you bring in Ndidi, you just lose any creativity that you did have. And yeah, I mean that's it really, mate. We looking ahead, we've got. In the league, obviously, we've got Tremor in the cup, but in the league, we've got Villa, we've got Palace, we've got Everton, and we've got Arsenal. You look at the Palace and Everton games there as the ones that
already.
You want to get the results. You want to get the results from the Palace and Everton games, but Villa's going to be really tough. Arsenal, I mean, most people would just write that off right now as a loss. So we've got a lot of work to do, mate. We've got a lot of work to do. Just
pick up a point, and just put, come on, Tom, we were poor. Our passing was terrible. Oh, mate, I'm not sitting here and trying to sugarcoat it and be positive for the sake of it. All I'm saying is, we can't give teams 45 minutes start. But the problem I'm saying we can't give teams 45 minutes start is down to the way we played. Passing out from the back with poor decision makings, getting into the final third, but there's no quality of passing the final third. The first half, especially, just giving the ball away, giving the ball back to Fulham constantly. You can't do that in the Premier League, and that's what I'm trying to say, Andy. I'm not sitting here saying we played well. We haven't played that well today again. But after the second half, 45 minutes against Spurs, I was expecting a bit more today. Again, it's taken us 45 minutes to get into a game, luckily go in at 1-1. But then second half, there was nothing there that gave me any joy of watching it. The second half, it was very much Fulham attack. Got a little bit frustrated. then they changed to the next gear, and we couldn't cope with another gear in Fulham, and that's quite disappointing that we then took to go to a goal down before we responded and actually had a go at them, but we never really created that second big chance to score. And like I said, in this league, you are not going to create as many big chances as we did in the Championship. It's massive games now. Like you say, the Everton game, you've got to try and get something against Villa. The Everton game and the Palace games, they're huge already. You know, Everton have been smashed twice now, 3-0, 3-0 and 4-0. You know, Palace have not picked a point up, I don't think, yet. So you've got to look at it and think, these are the teams we're going to be fighting against, and you've got to be getting points against them. So look, long season ahead. We've got to try and stay positive. I'm not going to sit and be too negative because it's 2 games into the season. But as I said earlier, our target is going to be somewhere between 50 and 55 points, because the possibility of what point deduction we get. So a long way to go. Got to try and get that first win on the board. Got to win against Tranmere to get some confidence back into this team and score some goals. But we will see where we are. You know what I mean? A long season ahead, lots to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, again, as Tom said a few times, there is 971 people in the chat. If you can all please just hit the like button, hit subscribe button, and also just have a look at this very, very, very short video that I'm about to play.
For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
And on that, you can actually win a signed Harry Winks shirt. Would you believe it? You could, for £3, you get 3 tickets for that, actually. And yeah, and you could win a Harry Winks shirt. So I think that costs, that signed Harry Winks shirt, what's that going for these days? Maybe last season, 200 quid, now maybe 150. But yeah. Also, what I will say is, I don't know how long you're staying for, Tom, mate.
I'm going to go off in a minute, mate.
Yeah. So just before Tom goes off, here is a link in the chat. I'm going to be live for another 10 minutes. So if you want to come and have your say, click that link and come and let us know what you thought to the game. Tom, before you go, looking ahead to Villa, obviously Tranmere is going to be a crazy thing anyway, players in and out everywhere. But Villa, who do you want to see start? What changes do you want?
I think the obvious changes are, I think going into that Villa game, I think you're hoping to see from the start Mavididi in there. I think you're hoping to see Skip in there for Undidi. I don't think Undidi deserved a place in the team going into that Villa game. I'd start against Tranmere just so he gets some minutes again. But I think going into the Villa game, I think, I want to see Skip in there for Undidi. I want to see Mavididi for Reed. I think Vardy automatically starts because at the moment you're so short of strikers, unless you can get someone up to the door. I'd like to see Benotti again. I think he deserves small game time. I think he's done more than most players having at the games. A bit quieter today, but I still felt when the ball comes to him, he can create something. And I think that might work as a 3 of Benotti and Didi, Benotti, Winks and Oliver Skip quite well. I think the rest of the team picks itself, if I'm honest with you. You could possibly say Victor Christian comes out and Justin goes over to the left and Ricardo comes into the right. For me, that may be the other option.
Yeah, completely agree. Sorry, last question. If you had to give one of our players man of the match for our side, what are you saying?
I think you have to probably say Mad Hermanson kept us in the game at times. I think he was the one who really, again, stands out for the whole team. I don't think there's an individual in the middle of the plate team that grew into the game as a team. But I think Mads kept us with the numbers saved once again, kept us at 1-0 or 2-1 at the time. So I'd give it to Mads. He was very commanding of his areas. You can't blame him for any of the goals that gone in the box, in today or anything like that. So probably Mads for me.
Absolutely, mate. All right, cheers, Tom. Thanks
cheers,
for that,
mate.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, everyone.
Let's cross our fingers for the rest of the season, Paul.
Cheers, mate. See you in a bit.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. So, yeah, guys, get your final comments in for today. Let me know what you thought of the game, who your man of the match was, if you had to pick one for us. Mavididi has to come in. Skip looked tidy. Ricardo for Justin. We could see Vardy for the last hour when we may need him more. Keith says, great stream, lads. Thanks, guys. Pity City didn't put in the same shift. Hermanson looks prem quality, great decision making, but those long balls need some work. And Didi had a good game today. Debatable, but yeah. Derek says the lack of goal threat will get us relegated. We need to sign a striker, don't we, mate? We need to sign a striker. No threat second half. We've the same record as Man United. Chill. We don't actually. They've got 3 points on the board and we've got 1. So yeah. So we don't have the same record. There is somebody who's joined to have a chat, so we'll get him on in just a second. Sorry if he stays with the same starting 11, we're going to struggle big time. We're too passive. Ndidi had a good game today. The lack of goal threat will get us relegated. Yeah, we've seen that one. Rodkin and Susan out. Rennie B says, I still think there are cheap players we could get. We did with Kante and all them years ago. There was a fight from our players. I agree with that. Absolute shit, lads. Results flatter us. Just not good enough. First half, need to start games better. Don't worry. My championship fixture's ready for next season. I mean, keep the faith. Yeah. No confidence in the team, Ahmed. Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's a little bit harsh saying no. I think there was definitely confidence there, but yeah, I hear you. Of course. Okay, right. Just before we finish, we've got somebody who's going to join and have a say. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hiya, how's you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What did you think today? How did you think we played?
I don't think we were too bad today. We didn't start well. First half we weren't particularly great. I thought Fulham bossed the game pretty much most of the game, but scored a good set piece. I thought it was a well set piece. Yeah. But apart from that, really, I thought for most of the game, I thought we lacked a bit of quality of vital moments. Really.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Obviously, we were just speaking there about the Villa game. Who would you like to see come in instead for the Villa game?
For the Villa game, I would rather see Mavididi start in place of Deagle Overweed and Skip over Ndidi, I think. I don't think Ndidi and Deagle Overweed have done enough to keep their places for me.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. So, I mean, me and Tom were just speaking there about if we had to pick a man of the match. Obviously, Tom went for Mads. I think there were a couple decent. I mean, Fatwu was a bit better in the second half. Who would you give it to if you had to?
This is a difficult one. I'll probably give it to the keeper. I'd say I can't think of another player where it has stood out really.
He made a few saves, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What do you think of Vardy's performance? Because I thought he was pretty quiet today. He didn't really impact the game too much.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think he just needs it on the plate for him now, doesn't he? You know, I think if we put it on the plate for him in front of goal, he'll put it away. But we can't rely on him running through, you know, like he used to 5-6 years ago.
No.
Even
we can't rely on him every single game. I think it's clearly obvious in the remainder of the transfer window. We need another striker.
Yeah,
we can't over rely on him.
I agree completely. Finally, where do you think we're going to finish this season?
I take 16th or 17th. Well, even though we're likely to go down, but I take 16th or 17th right now.
Yeah, I think we all would, mate. I think we'd all take that right now.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to
just the last bit to say.
Oh yeah,
just want to say final thing.
Yeah,
I think the effort's definitely there. It's definitely much better than what we've seen in our last Premier League season. Like we're not seeing players chucking the towel in or anything like that. We're competing in the matches and we're not getting battered, so it's a good sign.
I agree. The effort is there. The effort's 100% there. They're trying. Yeah, I agree. Though the year we got relegated, they kind of just didn't seem to care. But these players do seem to care. They are going at it for full 90. I think it's the quality that's lacking. We need some more quality in the team, especially up front. All right, cheers, mate. Thanks for jumping on. Hopefully, we'll see you next week as well after the next game. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers, buddy. Bye-bye. So that's it for the show. That's it for today's watch along. 960 people, great support. You know, to some YouTubers, to some YouTube channels, it's not a lot of viewers, but to us it is. So we appreciate everyone who's watched, who's joined us. It's very easy to just stick on the radio or put a stream on, whatever. But thank you for spending your last hour and a half with us. So if you can hit a like on the video, on the stream, and hit subscribe as well, that'd be great. Obviously, we've got the Patreon as well, so if you fancy spending a few quid, then just a few, then you can obviously join that, of course. I'll play the video before we finish. But other than that, Leicester City are winless so far in the Premier League. We've drawn one and lost one. We looked okay at times, I suppose, but other than that, it's been a struggle. Hopefully, we can turn it around. Hopefully, we can get our first win very soon. But it's going to be a tough season ahead. Thanks to everyone again, once again, much appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 with Jamie from the Fox's Arms to review the game, I suppose. So yeah, catch you all later. And as always, come on, you Foxes.
For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.